Hi, welcome to another installment of Roll for Revelry. My name is AJ, your friendly neighborhood DM, and we're gonna play some D&D. So,
Yeah.
and we are in our brand new studio, which, as you can tell, we have curtains. There's curtains. We have cameras, and it's not like we're in look, we're in person. Yeah.
AJ.
Wow.
So,
Fully vaccinated, by the way.
yes.
Yeah.
We are officially safely playing in person again. Bob is joining us via the internet because of distances, but I assure you that he is also being safe. So, welcome. We're very excited. We're excited to have you here. I'm looking at the wrong camera. There's so many. They're crazy.
Yours is the lower one.
I know. It's the one that stares at me back. It's to my left. You don't mind introducing yourselves? IRL, and then ID and D. In D&D? In fantasy life. IFL.
This is how I'm guessing it's supposed to go. Hey guys, I'm Lindsay, and I will be playing Orla Bitterfoot, who is a frost gnome and a bard.
I'm Gina, and I will be playing Narnip Ningle, who is a rock gnome.
You forgot.
Rogue. She's a rogue. That's what she is.
That's how you can do all the sneaky stuff, remember?
Yeah.
Barbarian.
I was gonna,
Sneaky.
yeah.
Yep.
Nay.
Yeah. Sneaky assassin. Okay, go ahead.
I'm Dan. Marxist, a fat cat monk.
IRL Bob, IFL Ada, a Dragonborn Ranger, Drake Warden, technically.
Ooh.
See?
Yes. To clarify, this is all just movie magic. We live across the country from one another. There's
Like, wow.
Spars was talking about the smoke and mirrors and the magic,
Really fancy.
movie magic behind it. No, we're very excited.
We didn't
Awesome.
move, Kata, no. We're still here.
Yeah. Cool. Do you guys want to? Oh yeah, you had a warm up question. You had a warm up question for us.
I do have a warm-up question for all of you.
Go for it.
Who would win in a fight? Galactus, Devourer of Worlds,
I don't know.
or the Olive Garden Unlimited Soup, Salad, and Breadstick Lunch? Take your time.
I would imagine Galactus, Devourer of Worlds, and my argument is that if he can devour a world, I guess.
I don't know, I would go with Olive
eat the
Garden.
unlimited
Yeah.
Olive Garden, then they win it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then he's
Dude,
forever their prisoner.
Yeah.
Dormammu!
He'd
Shit.
eventually become satiated.
Yeah.
Yes. So I would.
No, even if it was an everlasting thing and it was like
Hang on.
unlimited versus unlimited,
Mhm.
the Olive Garden controls that
Right.
delivery system.
But Kata has something to say.
If it's Devourer of Worlds, all he has to do is devour the world, and then Olive Garden ceases to exist,
True.
and therefore it can no longer be unlimited.
Wow, that's a pretty Earth-centric view of the universe, but
Spars makes a good point. He says worlds are limited, breadsticks are not. So I think that's fair to at least observe. I
Yes.
think.
How do you think he asks for the cheese to stop? Never? They're like, is this enough? Like,
Is this
no.
enough?
that's how
And
you
it
win.
just filled.
They have to reload.
Yeah.
It's like a cheese clip, and they have like a bandolier.
No, like he just never makes the waiter
It doesn't
stop.
stop. It never
Oh,
stops.
then he wins because the waiters pay $2.65 an hour.
I don't know if
So,
he wins. He
well,
doesn't lose.
eventually Olive Garden goes out of business because they have to keep paying this waiter.
I don't know, man. I think you seriously underestimate Olive Garden's resources.
I've worked for the restaurant the parent company, so I get it a little.
Darden Restaurants. Probably shouldn't have said that.
Right? Yeah.
We can clean that up in a minute.
Yeah. We'll edit that out. We'll just be a long bleep. All right. Cool. So now that we're having fun there, let's talk about something less interesting. So your group. It's been 2 weeks. Your group recently had an encounter at the border of the Tyrian Triarchy. I've decided we're retroactively naming that. But not without some issue. Attempting to avoid confrontation, things turned sour. You eventually destroyed the outpost, engulfing it in oaky flame, and killing everyone, leaving Evan the only witness of the dilemma. Returning to Red Hook, the district within Holden, you delivered the family of Mr. Monaco successfully. Mr. Monaco kept his word and told you information regarding the Ingiba. Despite how important you decided that information was, you found out that the location of the Ingiba at one of 2 bars, the double story dive. I'm telling you, I'm like, what is it? Or the 5 Crowns Tavern, right? Sure.
I think 5
Yes.
crowns. Yep.
5 Crowns
something.
Tavern. You understood that the Ingiba would be arriving within the next 3 days. You learned that the Ingiba were the ones that were dealing with the Martin that kind of cast out the Martin from the rest of the guilds. You were allowed access to the safe house for your duration in Holden, or at least for the next week, but we'll see what happens there. And then you heard mention that Irvina Lacey may have more information regarding the history of the city. The next day, you met with Officiant Lacey. In your disguised set meet up before the meeting so that you can find a nice secluded area within the Red Hook district, you mentioned the symbol to her, and she mentioned that the symbol was a part of a group of people that seemed to think things could be a little bit better. She mistook you for a member of this group as you stole jobs from shield hands.
Yep.
You learned of histories of dragons in Holden before the emergence. You learned of, during the emergence, what is the word? I don't know. A resistance, that's the word, against the Titans from her ancestry, and a history and ancestry of that form of resistance in Holden and in their citizens, which kind of puts a little stress on their current political situation. Worried. Lacey also worried herself with, telling this information to you, and specifically the symbol. She believed you were already part of it and kind of happened to backstep and backpedal when she found out you weren't, and kind of grew a little bit fearful. Kata mentioned that trust is just a balance of holding one thing over another individual. And in that light, Narnik decided to share a piece of information with Officiant Lacey that may give her an edge on the group and the gang. So, we are currently, I believe she had yet to leave, but as Narnik handed over a piece of paper, she chose not to read it at the time, tucked it in her pocket, and was on her way out. Was there anything else that you would like to speak with Officiant Lacey about before she heads out? Cool.
I don't think so.
She leaves. So, you are currently in a bar in the Red Hook district, kind of a more secluded area. You've just left Officiant Lacey. What would you like to do?
Is there table service or bar service?
It is midday, so you only see one person behind the bar.
Oh, shit.
I walk up and I grab a round.
All right. Take out, how many of you are in? 4? Take out 4 silver out of your inventory. You guys grab a round, and you are day drinking now.
Great.
It's official.
Yep.
Can't drink all day unless you start in the morning.
True, we're already a little bit behind, if you will.
Okay, so we were here at this bar particularly to like
speaking
hide
in
or
character, or
be go under some kind of what am I gonna say? Disguise, right? Yeah.
Are you speaking in character to your group, or are you asking like?
Yeah, I'm gonna speak. Yeah. Yeah. Hey guys, so were we gonna like disguise ourselves or something like that and like wait for the Ingiba here? Or are we gonna get a room and like wait for, you know what I mean, like hang out? I don't know, like what time they usually come here. I mean, we can ask some people questions. There doesn't seem like there's a lot of people here.
If you have any clarifying questions about your conversations with Lacey and or Monocle, feel free to ask DM. Just because I know it was 2 weeks ago and it was like information heavy session.
I don't think we're in the bar that the Nagiba go to. We, from my recollection, we went and we got Lacey and we took her to a dive bar so that we could talk, like, so nobody would see us talking to her to try to get more information.
Yeah, we took her to double decker dive. That's where we took her.
Double dick. Okay.
You're weird, Orla.
I know. Oh, okay. So we'll have a round, and then we'll make a plan. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, we were thinking of setting a trap, right, for those Angiva folks that come in, and then we're gonna pounce on them.
Or we should just follow them.
Yeah.
And see what they do.
Alternative point.
So we want to try to be sneaky.
We could just beat the crap out of them. Take all their information.
No.
It's what we do every time.
Okay. It's a fair point.
Did we have the non-battle scene thing set up or not?
Nope.
Okay.
It's okay.
That's all right. Cool. So
things we can improve on.
So we're having
discuss.
Are the Nagiba getting here this afternoon or tomorrow?
3 days.
3 days.
Yep. You were told a week as you left Holden initially to go get the Mulder family.
Mm-hmm.
And upon your return, which took a 3-day because of your rental fee, was 3 days. So you then spent the night, giving you 1 day, and math tells us 3 days more.
And how many days travel is it back to Bibnotton's?
Too many. We would have to get on a boat.
Well,
we gotta.
We have this punch card all filled out. We have a free rental, and if we hustled, we might be able to go there and get some weapons.
But it's also isn't that across the river? Yeah, so we'd have to take a boat.
And it was
I
making
want boats.
difficult to get here the last time.
Make a history check.
Me?
Sure.
Yeah, last time we had to fight through the trail all the way here.
Yeah. 9.
There is a land. There's a bridge you can cross. There's a narrows that the sea comes to, and then you can, very much like the Andalusian Peninsula.
It seems like.
How's that go again, AJ? Love playing in person.
Wow.
So, sorry, I'm just excited to use this card, and we can just use them all the time because he's got the punch card now. He's got the puncher. I have the card. We can get unlimited. We can travel fast. The fast travel has been unlocked.
Yes. This also is a town. Like we can try to maybe find. It seems like a pretty big town. Like I'm sure we can find like an armory here, and get some weapons made.
That's
some armor made.
Just thought, yeah.
That also does take time. And how much? We have 4 days left till the Angiba get here?
3 days.
3 days, because that's what we just said. So 3 days until the Angiba get here. So we probably should go and finish these brews and then do that first, because weaponry does take time if we want something particularly made. So
I would just wait for Bibnot when we're back there and see Bibnot. I feel like she's like special than like any of these like other people
Maybe
can do.
Good Mountain has a
but
friend here.
Don't tempt me. But
Well,
Alright.
you did hand off some material to
We
Bidnot
did.
specifically, so that I think that's what he's alluding to.
Oh.
I don't think it's like a
I'm
like,
over here. I'm behind
super
you.
like
Never mind.
it's not like a hyper important thing. But like she said, we needed to wait a week. I think it's been what
Dude,
5
it's been-
days. So like we'd be like a half day early, maybe. I don't know. Just I
How
was
long
just
would it
throwing
take
out
us to get there by horseback
By horseback.
or
or by cart.
a punch cart?
It seems to be that took you guys. It would probably take you 2 days.
Mm.
And they'll be here in 3.
It's probably the
Yeah.
same distance to the outpost that you originally went to get into the forest. So you guys stayed the night again outside of Goblin Farm, and then you stayed the night at the outpost, and then you arrived in the evening. So it'd be 2 days that you probably arrive in the evening.
I feel like that's cutting it kind of close.
Should we just like
Yeah.
check? Is there a message board or like
You
a
walked last time, right?
We walked and then we. Oh, what do you mean?
yeah? When we took a boat, us boat folk.
No, I'm just saying
Oh.
when you walked to Goblin Farm, it takes you a day.
Yeah.
So if you guys are on horseback, I would imagine you're a little bit quicker, and you'd be cutting it close to come back, but you could probably make it to Bryn back and forth in 3 days.
Before we get too deep into this, we all have to roll for our hit points, right?
Correct.
Oh yeah.
Everybody like to roll their hit dice and add it to their total.
How do I know what my hit dice are?
When you click on your HP, it should.
I believe it's a D8 for everybody except for Bob, who has a D10. Sorry, Kata has a D10. As a Rangel.
Ranger.
Fine, Bob.
Bob.
I don't think I can
Um,
put that on the app.
Additionally, you guys again are on yes, it's a D8.
Okay. 8.
Additionally, you guys are level 7. That's why we're rolling again.
Darp.
We discussed that in the what's up,
Really?
dude?
For those that don't know,
You're giving me a heart
AJ
attack.
just texts us throughout the week and be like, this entire week he was like, oh, by the way, y'all are level 7, and not one of us
Nobody responded, and I sent it 3 times,
And
and
I
still
live with
nobody
him.
responded. You didn't
I
think.
live with him.
And what? You chose your new spells 30 minutes before we decided
I
to start
have
playing?
one spell to choose.
All right, well,
Granted, it was hard one to choose because it was, all of them were dope as hell. So,
Yeah. Looks like level 7's pretty important.
what do you mean? I only had one thing to
Where do you
choose.
put it?
I think
You gotta go to.
Yeah.
I didn't
Oh,
gain
yeah.
anything else either.
Really?
No.
So then you
I think
roll
my
the
level
add
8
your-
is everybody else's level 7.
It does stagger occasionally to
Like different
yeah.
class types, and I'm telling you, my level 8 looked like it's gonna be dope. But my new spell is also amazing.
81 hit points. What up?
Yeah.
Wait, how? How
Pardon?
are you?
Oh, primordial pouch.
He's
Plus 3
charged.
hit points per level. Much.
He's a chunky guy.
So I just add my 8. That's all I do.
Yeah.
Yarp.
Yar.
Yerp.
It did nothing. Oh,
What?
do I go here?
No. You
Click on
click
your
on your
face.
face.
Manage hit points.
Manage levels.
Oh, yeah, manage levels. I don't like that.
There you go.
Sorry, guys.
One.
It says mine says 78.
And now you have yes, correct.
Because you have
Now,
one
take
D8
that
per
total.
level.
And add go to
That's-
36.
I go 36.
Yep, because 28 plus 36
Then I hit apply.
or plus 8 equals 36.
Ooh, 57.
All right, there you go. And then you can scroll down to see what you got
What
for
you
your
got?
level 7. It should say
Nothing.
Not bad.
I literally got nothing. Level 8.
is your next one.
Bob,
And
what
then
about you? How
level
many hit
10
points you
is
got now,
another
Gator?
one. It's like, nope. That's
73.
dang.
Jesus Christ.
Me and you are just gonna belly bump all these monsters. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I mean, you're basically, that plus 3 basically puts you at a D10 now. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh,
It's fine.
Norton security viruses.
No, it's Avast or Avast or Avast. I'm not exactly sure.
It's Kirkland.
Avast, but
It's the
Kirkland
Not the brand.
great value brand.
Kirkland. I feel like Kirkland could make some money off of us, and vice versa. It'd be a great partnership.
Costco, get at us.
Okay.
D&D in bulk.
Costco?
Beth.
So many dice. Can you imagine? Go ahead. Sorry.
They're all the same color and slightly askew though.
Now that we've all
all
rolled our
D12s.
HP,
They're all D12s.
we're back in. So we've all done that. Where were we at?
So
many
are
days?
we? So we have 3 days.
3
Are we
days.
going. I am a little concerned just because there are some people out there looking for us.
Yeah.
What if we get detained or slowed down and then we're not here to set the trap for the Nagiba?
And we have zero chance of doing anything that we want to do.
I just feel
In that
like
time.
we've
I
been
don't.
detained
Those
and we did it
weapons
well.
aren't going to go anywhere.
No,
and
I'm
they're-
just putting it out there. I'm not,
We can
I'm
do
not,
it after we figure out what's going on with
I'm
the
not
Nagiba.
beholden to the plan of leaving Holden,
I
if you
think-
will.
I'm wondering if Lacey has some time to chew on the collateral that I gave her, and then maybe she wants to share some other names of people who are also involved in the resistance who might be helpful in setting the trap for the Nagiba.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So should we
I
just
think so.
check the message board and take up some time?
We
Maybe
can search
go on
around
a
town
quick
for an
quest.
armory if we I feel like I needed
I'm
like
not
I need, like, a little bit
You
armor.
guys are really sticking to my one sentence I said about let's go get weapons.
No,
and
no,
I'm
no.
like, that's all.
but my I could definitely use some better armor, and I kind of look at mine and
Shoddy armor. Yeah.
it's very basic.
Let's go get some armor.
Let's
Sir.
go to the armor.
So we're done with this route.
Yeah.
Should we go check out should I have my armor at blacksmith or something like that? Should we get some repairs going?
Let's go to the armory.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys head into the armory, and what you guys like to ask for?
Hello, sir, or ma'am, or person, or
Guess we're doing this.
Thank-
All right. So
Just gotta
you walk in.
consult the board.
It's like it's a whole thing now. Remember when I was like, yeah, man,
Hello.
I really didn't prep a lot today. So you walk in
Mhm.
and you see, yep, this happened. So you see a human male in an apron and pants, and then just wrought muscle hammering away at. So yeah,
Looking like Gendry.
sure.
The ladies.
Yeah.
Oof, jeez. The blush much? Wow. All right. Yeah, you see auburn hair.
You all flustered now.
Yeah.
did you?
I know.
Shoot.
I remembered who Gendry was, and
Robert Baratheon's rightful heir.
okay, I know. I mean,
Holy
I'm just
shit.
saying he had a cool bull helmet. All right. That's for the other show that we do, the Game of Thrones fanfare. Yeah, check us out on Thursdays.
We don't have that. We don't have that.
All right.
Auburn hair, yellow eyes, hammering away
Not so much.
at metal. At metal, ladies. Didn't we just do a whole thing
We
where
did.
like
We did. I'm just kidding.
Best way to get over someone.
Hammer at metal.
Yes. Hello.
yes.
What a fine armory you have here.
Well, much appreciated.
I would like to take a look at your armor selection, please.
Well, what exactly are y'all looking for today?
I'm looking for something that's better than what I have.
Well, to be a little bit more specific, what do you have?
I'm wearing some just very light leather armor. I'm looking for. I don't want something too clunky. I want to be able to still move very well, but I want something that's a little bit tougher.
All right. Well, we will see what we have available for you here.
God, I hope it's not more than 20.
If you're looking for some, if you're looking for something that's still going to be in that light range, we have studded leather. It's going to set you back 45 gold pieces. Do you have like a fuck ton of platinum?
Oh, I do.
Yeah, we have so much money.
Yeah.
I have a lot of platinum. How many platinum would that be? So I have 209.
4.5.
Oh, okay, I can do that. Yes, please. There you go. I can do 4.5? No. I'm going to do 5.
You have to
I'll do 5.
just, you're tipping them? Just convert your platinum to gold.
We'll do that later.
Cool.
I just gave it to him.
Yep. All right, so you pay for it.
Mm-hmm. So then I get...
Add studded leather armor to your inventory.
Inventory. Search studded.
Would anybody else like anything while they're at the smithy? Bob. Kata.
Smither.
Yes.
I don't want to buy anything, but you just got a fat payday. What kind of bonus swag could you throw our way? Do you have any small weapons that you could part with? Maybe something throwable?
Well, what do you mean? I received the amount of money that the item costs, so I guess I'm not understanding what exactly you're referring to.
Well, my post-purchase haggle.
You're trying to haggle me down from after the transaction that you did not take a part of.
That was very southern for a second. That you did not take a part. I'm sorry.
Southern accents are.
That's what everybody in Holden has been like.
Oh, that's true.
Everyone in Holden's been Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah.
You're right. I forgot. It's been 2 weeks.
It's a little lighter than that. I'm not I said.
Well, I said you ain't.
It's not
You
that
said
bad.
who is. Like,
Oh. So?
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
So
no, you don't want to haggle at this point?
I've made my transaction. I don't understand what you have to do exactly with this transaction between the young lady and I. But she had purchased an item from me, and I gave her that item, and I received I guess I don't understand what you're getting at, sir.
And I also don't. I'm very happy with my purchase.
Just trying to do some haggling. I don't pay full price for things.
Well,
Kata?
I do.
Kata? The means are not justifying these ends right now, man. I think we're good here. We just walked into this smithy.
Oh, man, Rick.
We should... oh man, Kata, we told me.
Oh, Kata, I don't know.
Oh jeez.
Oh, jeez, Kata.
Oh jeez. Oh, Kata. Maybe we should just get out.
Full price it is.
Do you have anything
I have a
other
lot of
than
money.
like basic daggers or rapiers?
Yeah.
Like anything a little fancier?
Or maybe
Unfortunately, all the material that I get is pretty standard.
Okay.
If you happen to have any particular material, I'd be happy to try to work with it, but there's certain limitations to the work that I do. Certainly not a master craftsman, but I get by here, and we're able to provide the local locals with what they need.
I have a question for you. Is there like any vintage shops or like treasure marts nearby that like we can look through stuff?
Well, what exactly are you looking for?
Just,
Or do you
really.
just want to go thrift shop?
Oh. Well,
He wants to pop some tags.
All right.
no, I'm looking for. I mean, we're just looking for like diamonds in the rough. Like something. I don't know.
So you are thrifted?
Yes.
Okay.
There is a place off in the East Ways that you can head to. They collect anything that's coming in from Holden Harbor. that has either been left behind or has been found,
Unclaimed packages,
so to speak. And then occasionally there's some individuals out in Holden Harbor that sell this shop, things they find, things they kind of can check out from the lakes, from the sea, anything that washes up on shore.
I think it'd be interesting to go there.
Well, you're welcome to go there.
Oh, thank you so much.
I
for
work
the
here.
information.
So.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You were just very. You made that sound very enticing.
Thank you.
And thank you for the armor.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Yes.
Yeah, bye. So we've got now, instead of 72 hours until this, we've got 71.5 hours.
Great transaction.
Yeah, so I think that we should maybe head to this. I mean, we're just killing time, like, at this point, so
Can
I think we should.
Should we go look, is there a quest board or people asking for if we can help maybe a farmer pick some vegetables for some gold or something like that? We're not just gonna bop around and thrift for 2.5 days, are we?
No! Just one. That's all. Bop around and thrift.
Maybe there's maybe there'll be we'll run into a crazy magical item or something like that at the thrift store.
I think we have to hurry.
To the thrift store? You made an excellent point. Let's go.
So we're going to make our way through town or wherever. Yeah, close to the docks. I would like to try to do it a little bit stealthily, as there is a group of people that is out there that is still possibly looking for us.
I cast my spell on the group.
Smash without information.
Yes.
I cast my
So
spell.
Yeah.
The
So I
one-
can be sneaky, pass without trace.
All right.
But also, I will be looking for the other group.
So, as you make your way to the eastways from the Red Hook district, you approach the kind of center area that doesn't really have a distinct district to it, but it holds the city hall, the statue and fountain that you're familiar with. And as you're walking through this park-like atmosphere, make a perception check, Kata, and make a stealth check, everybody.
Everybody with the stuff. Everybody with the
Oh, hell yeah.
It's going to come up as an 8, but it should be a 13. I hit the wrong button.
Sure he did.
Yeah, I bet it did.
Yeah, sure, sir.
No, I'm just kidding. I know what you mean. He clicked the wrong thing and he's just adding a base to those. I get it. Yeah, right. Well, what did you guys roll? So,
22.
Roll 22.
Stop it.
15.
15.
Natural 20
All
plus
right.
pass without a trace plus my 5 for
Oh, okay.
35.
Get out.
I just disappeared.
You're
John
not
Cena.
even seeing. Oh my gosh.
So it's plus 10 with the pass without trace?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Oh.
25.
Wait, 23, so 33.
All right.
Oh, I came in
Sleeping
last
here.
at 23.
All right. 23. You go unnoticed. Nobody notices you. You guys kind of are able to blend in with the crowd, and for a certain point, you lose Marxus. And you're like, he's been drinking already, so this is kind of on par. And Marxus, I would imagine your form of stealth is you are not sure where you're at either. So it's kind of like you just disappeared, and there's 40 minutes where no one knows where you were, including yourself.
I don't know where I'm at. Where are we even
But
at?
you appear just outside the thrift store, and
Magic.
as you guys walk up, I guess you don't know where the thrift store is, so make an investigation check.
Oh, shit, okay.
Hey, Lindsay.
21.
21. After asking around, you're able to suss out where exactly this thrift store is. And as you approach, you see Marxus there, looking at something
Already?
on the outside of the building, just checking it out, and you're like, where did he? I thought he was with us, and
Bro, I've been here the whole time.
What? Okay.
You guys really took your time getting
You
here.
were behind us. I don't even know how that happened.
Turns out we needed to go the other way the whole
Did you?
time.
Did you find anything cool?
Just this.
What is it?
Ah, shit.
what is it?
It's a bird. Seems to be made out of like feathers and air mostly. I make these like involuntary, just like
the
screeches,
cat chitters.
like a cat chitter. And it flies away, and I just what? Hi.
I'm gonna look at him
Welcome.
and go, don't do that again.
Oh, I don't really know what you're talking about, but okay. I won't. I'll try not.
Okay, I want to go inside the store.
Go. So you head inside the
Mhm.
store, and it is a absolute mess. Nothing seems to be organized. It looks like a hoarder lived here. It looks like Teddy's back room. And there's all kinds of things that you're not exactly sure. There's boxes of just parts of stuff. I guess make a perception check.
7.
Yeah, it seems like a bunch of junk. There's like a cliche stack of books that is precariously high, and yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go.
I was gonna see if I can do an investigation check for anything shiny.
Gonna do an investigation check for.
Anything
If
shiny.
you would like to both roll, feel
Yeah.
free, or you can have one assist the Okay,
Oh.
you're both rolling. Never mind.
Okay.
I rolled a
5.
23.
She's gonna find something shiny.
23.
Yeah.
5.
5. So as you look for something shiny, you
That's a terrible player character.
you look around, and you every time you look for something, you get distracted, and you're like, "Oh, what's this?" And you run over, and there's not really
Anything.
anything there. Gina, you find a small chest that has gold and silver inlay on the outside, and it looks nice. It looks pretty fancy.
Can I open it?
There's a lock on it.
Okay. I'm gonna buy it.
Okay. How are you gonna buy it?
With money? I'm gonna go and ask the person
Make a
at the
perception check.
register. Okay.
Is there a clothing section of this thrift store?
There are no sections to this thrift store.
Oh.
It appears that it is just stacks of things, and there's not even a desk or a counter where you would purchase anything. You've yet to see anybody. At one point, you thought someone was alive, and it was a mannequin.
I'm gonna shout, hello! I don't think anyone's here.
Or if they are, we are loud enough. I'm gonna look for a comically large weapon.
All right. Make a investigation check.
Oh no. 7.
You find a comically large. You can find a comically large lamp, which your experience is a very viable weapon. It has a it's more of a candelabra kind of like candle stick, but up high with a cone to emanate light into a larger room.
As lamps do.
Yeah.
Kata.
All right.
Are there any doors or hallways or stairs that we see?
Make an investigation check. Are you looking for somebody to pay for this?
Yeah.
All right, make an investigation check as well.
On investigation. 18.
30-20.
One second. Dirty 20 and an 18. Cool. We're gonna take a brief break for our restrooms, real quick, and we will be right back here in a second to explain that dirty 20 and 18 and exactly what they find. Hey, welcome back.
Hello.
So, recently, our heroes were checking out a thrift store because they just wanted to go thrift shopping. And yeah, who wouldn't, right? So, I believe you guys were investigating. Kato, you were looking for stairs, doors. What else were you looking for with your
Always.
nat 20, I believe?
Dirty.
20. Oh, well, in that case, you find off to the right a door. And it seems to be leaning up onto a bookshelf.
Oh my god. You should try to open it.
And can I knock on it first?
Yeah.
A knock.
Knock. No response.
I open it.
You open the door, and the frame kind of falls apart, and you can see the bookshelf behind.
I had so much hope.
You do see a door up against the wall, as well as some stairs leading up with your dirty 20.
How dare you do that to me?
Just to be
To
safe,
us.
I can't do anything, you guys, because you already don't trust me.
look at eye level. I take it and I just slowly kind of lean it off the bookshelf.
Huh?
Nothing.
It leans, and because the frame is crooked and broken, it kind of collapses at an angle and lands in a crash.
Well, I walk away like I have no idea what just happened, and then go knock on the other door.
All right. So you go knock on the other door. Before we knock on that door, we'll jump over to Narnit, who is looking for an individual so that she can purchase this small chest. It's probably about yay big. Yay.
Yeah.
And yeah, do you rolled an 18?
Yep.
While there is no counter or anything else like that, you go around, you start searching for somebody or something or whatever it is, and you find you hear some rustling in one of the nooks, kind of the crannies of the shop.
Gonna go investigate the rustling.
All right.
Do you want me to roll another investigation?
Now I do.
Okay.
If you're gonna volunteer,
Take out
I
that.
it was like you were like,
Well, you're
should I roll a strength check?
Yeah,
What's your
now I do.
11.
11. It's not as good as the 18 that you rolled a second ago.
No.
You start to look, and you all of a sudden, like, where the wrestling comes from, you look over, and immediately to your right, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh man. All right. 14, but I think I have something with dex saving throws. So. Maybe.
AJ just made a face like you better
Did
hope
he?
you do.
Oh, alright.
Yeah.
He just went.
That's all my
He
face.
went.
If I constantly am trying act like I'm trying to kill you all, then am I ever really
Oh
trying to
yeah,
kill you?
evasion.
Yeah, evasion. When you are subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dex saving throw to take only half damage, you instead take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw, and only half damage if you fail.
Alright.
You still roll to see if you take half or
Yeah.
0, right?
Yeah. So I got 14.
I got that. You will level up.
Yeah.
Immediately to your right, you see something jump out at you.
No.
And you were able to dodge out of the way,
Okay.
and you hear, "Oh, what can I get for you?" And a small blue woman hunched over with these two ram-like horns that curl around her ear in an almost full curl, jumps out at you and asks what you'd like.
You're very good at hiding. I didn't even see you. What were you doing back there?
I just a little organizing.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
I would like to purchase this chest.
Oh, you don't want that chest.
Why not?
You don't want that chest. And she like tries to pull.
No, I do want this chest.
You.
How far away am I?
You. I don't know. I don't know what you've been doing the entire time.
I was looking at
He's opening doors and
Oh, he's
nowhere.
got the candle thing.
Yeah, I was just looking for the candle, and now I was just like staring at it, like swinging it around.
What candle?
The lamp that I found.
Oh yeah. It's right.
You didn't.
Oh, the
miss
big
it
lamp,
because you
yeah.
told him he had it.
Yeah, it was the whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts.
Oh.
Interesting.
So what's
I'm just gonna keep swinging my lamp
Yeah.
around.
what's this woman
Make
thinking?
a dexterity check.
Who?
No, Marxist.
Check.
I'm just walking around, picking through things.
Oh, why did I do that? I'm also used to using my computer. Dirty 20.
Nice.
All right, so you learn the surface thoughts. Help me understand detect thoughts. I assume you looked it up. So roll. I have to roll a. Well, I mean, it's her spell, right?
Absolutely.
It just says I can read the thoughts of certain creatures.
Okay.
Do you have if you have 3 or lower, or you don't speak a language, you're unaffected.
She is affected.
What's most on their mind at the moment?
Go ahead.
If I probe deeper, you have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay. So you automatically get surface mentality. And all right, cool. So you get that she's worried on the surface. She's worried about what's in your hand, and everyone's safety.
Oh. Okay.
Would you like to probe deeper?
Yeah. Yep.
What is her save? What is it? It's your spell save. Yeah?
Wisdom saving throw of 12.
She rolled a 6.
Okay.
So her thoughts are safety specifically because while it's currently locked, what you're holding is not what it appears to be, and not a chest at all.
So she knows I'm reading her thoughts.
Oh, she does?
Yeah, if I probe deeper, they know that I'm probing deeper into their mind.
Okay.
And then questions verbally directed at the target shape its thoughts.
Make a...
So the spell...
What are you doing now?
So if I ask her questions, then questions verbally directed at the target creature naturally shape the course of its thoughts. So the spell is particularly effective as part of an interrogation.
Oh, Jesus.
So if you ask a question, it's like their mind immediately goes to the answer of that question.
Yeah.
That's
So-
messed up.
Hey,
What
is that a new one for you? Nice.
So what is this? What's this chest that I'm holding? It's not a chest.
It's a creature, is what you get from her detect thoughts. And her response is, nothing of your concern.
What
And
kind of creature
make
is
a
it?
strength check. Because
Oh,
now it's her
no.
turn in this initiative give and go. And she's going to try to snatch it away from you.
There's initiative?
Well, it's like if she...
Like a little tough.
if they're, yeah.
Yeah.
Some mini game, so to speak. She snatches the chest away from you and holds it closer to her and starts to scurry off.
I'm gonna try and grapple her.
Okay.
What is happening?
What strength check?
12.
19. He bats you away. No, it's not me. He runs away.
I mean, you'll stop her.
I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna use Step of the Wind to like just get as I don't know where this is even happening, but I just Step of the Wind with the lamp, the long lamp that I have.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attempt to just like pin because she's so small, right?
She's
Can I, like, try
wider
to,
than
like,
she is
pin
tall.
her,
But
like,
yeah,
to
you
the
can probably make a
I guess.
make an attack with an improvised weapon.
Tavern Brawler, what up? Oh, cool. Good thing it's a 2.
How big is this thrift?
It seems to go back further than it should.
7.
And also, you found that door.
Yeah.
So clear.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
We all
Oh,
completely
fuck.
forgot about that.
No,
I know.
I did.
I'm aware of it, but I'm like, it's so much has been happening with this other interaction that I thought was going to be much more brief.
So I'm going to attempt to bull my way through the china shop, and
Alright.
with a 7, I'm going to try to pin her with the lamp that I have.
Okay. She is pinned down with the lamp, and she just throws the chest away into the trash.
I go and get it out of the trash.
Make an investigation check.
Oh, shit. Oh my god, this reminds me of that scene in Labyrinth. Like,
23.
the trash lady.
You see exactly where it goes, and she's like, no, you mustn't.
I'm not going to open it. I'm not opening it.
Her thoughts say don't open it.
I'm not opening it.
Her thoughts say don't open it.
Okay. Where did you get this chest?
She doesn't remember.
Are you saving this chest for somebody? Why is it in your possession?
No, it's not meant for anybody. It's safer here. Is her thought, and her response is, what's it to you?
What's it to you?
I don't know what her thoughts say for that.
Yes.
I am going to make the little symbol and ask if that.
Hashtag.
Yeah.
Wait,
If that does this mean anything
Are
to
you
you?
just throwing up a hashtag?
No,
No, from
the
paper.
sign from Lacey.
She goes, no.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
What are you doing in my shop?
Shopping.
Well, you're not doing it very well.
Do you want me to pay you for this, or else I'm just gonna take it?
Absolutely not.
Okay, then I'm just gonna take it. Do you want money for it?
She doesn't want you to take it. She'll take some money.
Could I do a nature check to see if I can determine what creature it is? Like, I'm pretty sure Dan knows what it is, but I don't think Mark's
Make
knows.
a. Ooh. Make a history check to see if you've read about it in any of your tomes. A nature check would be like
19.
she no, you you are aware that there are certain objects that have become sentient and that they're not always benign.
Okay.
It's only what you've read, though. And some of it is a fantastical kind of like storybook mentality. But
Can I do an Arcana check on it to see if it's a mimic?
I mean, I don't know if you know what a mimic is,
no,
but
that's
you
right.
get the idea that there are animated objects.
Also,
Okay.
it reminds me of Harry Potter.
Oh, I thought it was like Pandora.
What?
Something.
Harry Potter? Harry Potter?
I will
I
pay
can't
her.
say that either, I'm sorry.
How much?
Schmerry schmotter.
How much does she want for this?
It rhymes with shmurr.
Her initial thoughts. How long does this thought thing go?
A minute.
Ugh, it's exhausting. I hate this spell.
I can only cast it twice for
I'm
one round, so.
fine with
What
that
is
because
the-
I'd rather you do that than have anything that is a conjuration spell.
Kata.
2 times.
What?
She said I can only cast it twice per long.
Yeah. Duh. So you what was the question? For
How much does she want for this box?
She'll take. She asks what, like, she's like, oh, I wonder what she has to offer.
I will give you a gold.
Her first thought is like, oh, this person is not here to play ball, and she's no, give it back, please.
I will give you 10 gold.
No, I don't. You no.
I will give you a platinum.
No.
A platinum?
What else do you have?
What do you want?
her thought is, and you get like maybe one more
Yeah.
thing of this. Her thought is something that she can use and or sell.
Oh,
Do you have anything that is like?
I'll give her Chirpy, because I still have Chirpy.
You
All
don't have
right,
to
you
do.
hand over Chirpy.
Wow.
I didn't hear any of that. You didn't have to do.
I don't have anything else. I'll give her Chirpy. I kiss Chirpy on its little chirpy head.
Oh my God.
Just to clarify, she can literally make a new Chirpy. I think
Oh.
once per long rest, short rest, she can just like make little.
No, I can't.
Clockwork
Not the
things.
same Chirpy.
I understand.
Well, then make
Sorry.
her a new Chirpy.
Chirpy
What a
too.
loss.
All right. Here. I give her Chirpy.
You give her Chirpy. Is it the true Chirpy, or are you going to make a new
It's
Chirpy
the
for
true
her?
Chirpy.
All right, you give her Chirpy, and
The one true Chirpy.
the one there can only be one Chirpy. She looks at it and it hops into her hands, and she's in awe of it.
I know. It's pretty cool.
Fine, but you must be very careful with it.
I know.
I really
won't
Do you
open it.
understand what that is?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you understand what this is?
Oh, you guys.
I'm gonna release her off the wall at this point.
The candelabra that spears her of a bident candlestick holder, takes her off of the skewer, and she says, we looking to buy that.
Can I do like a dexterity check and see like how it feels in my hands?
Yeah,
Like,
make a dex check.
nat 20.
You have a flourish that I don't think anybody in the room has seen before. It's impressive, and you have this, and it feels good.
What is it made of?
Make a investigation check and add your smithing tools.
Another nat 20 and 23.
Dang.
All right. You recognize it as a. It's certainly not steel. But it seems to be better than that. That's all I'm gonna say, because you don't really. I don't know if you know about metallurgy at all.
No, not at all.
You don't have any smithing tools or any knowledge of that,
Can I
but
do an arcana check to see if there's any like magic emanating from it or anything, or like
you can
if it's
see what's up.
19. So it's 19.
You're aware that there is a history of magic weapons. But
Damn it! I was on a roll.
hey, I mean, it's not detect magic. Just an
Yeah,
arcana check
yeah.
is detect magic. So
Ooh, do I have to check magic?
How much? I feel like this new sense of confidence instilled in me after swinging it
No, not
around so
necessarily.
perfectly. So
she goes 200 gold.
I may be pretty good with it, but I'll walk away from it for that. Unless you want to come to some type of agreement that's not absolute crazy, I'll be on my way.
Do you want this cat clock?
What does it do?
Its eyes go back and forth, and its tail moves, and it blinks. And when it gets to the hour, it goes meow, meow.
Make a
Really cool.
persuasion check.
That's hilarious. What does it do?
19 without my modifier.
Nice.
Yeah, easily. I feel it twice the price.
She
You
goes,
get the bird.
the cat clock and 100 gold for the lamp.
The cat clock and 60 gold.
You make a persuasion check, and then that's the last one, and we'll decide on whether or not. I'm only allowing 2 for your guys' shopping.
No, that's
arguments.
really good.
So that you're not going back
It's
and forth.
already-
Playing that,
Yeah.
like,
It's already, almost an hour and 20.
for
Like
what?
a start break.
7.
Oh,
No, I know.
yeah.
7.
7. So we don't go back and forth.
Ooh.
She goes, final offer, 80 gold.
That's fair. It's a beautiful clock. So yeah, all right, fair enough. Is there any paperwork or anything we have to do, or is it just I walk out?
And she snatches the cat clock out of your hands and fishes for the 80 gold. 80.
I'm so glad my investigation check was bad. Actually, no, I'm down. FOMO.
Okay, cool. You bought it?
Yep.
And she looks at the cat clock next to her bird, and as she's like playing with them both, and she has the cat facing the bird, and as the cat swipes down, because that's how the cat clock works, she moves the bird out of the paw's way, and then moves it back in, and then moves it back out, and then moves it back in.
That's adorable.
Meanwhile,
Oh yeah.
knock, 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 and you knock. How many times do you knock?
Just one.
Okay, as you knock, the door, your knock swings it open. And you see a wall and a staircase leading down to the left.
I'm gonna go down the staircase.
All right. Seriously, this dice is trash. Giving you guys all kinds of stupid shit. This thrift store is a stupid dice. So yeah, you
I do love it.
It's the same.
you walk down the stairs and make a perception check.
E.
16. You see what is, in Michigan terms, a basement. And there is...
Is it not in any other state's terms?
There's like a thing called like a Michigan basement.
There is a Michigan basement where it's just not finished. That's
Isn't
all.
that just a root cellar everywhere else though?
No.
Yeah.
There's a dirt floor. And down there is a large amount of rotting things. Bookshelves, old chunk of a column, like of a stone column. This is like where upstairs has all the junk. This is the junk's junk. And down there with your 16, you notice
That was an 18. Oh no, that was his other.
2 shadowy figures up against the wall.
I'm gonna walk right towards them.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Me.
Yeah.
10.
10. You notice 2 suits of armor sitting on the wall.
That's fucking stupid.
I'm gonna knock on them.
As you knock on them, gum, 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 they seem to be hollow.
You should do an arcana.
That's good that they're hollow.
Do they seem like nice suits of armor?
Make an investigation check. And add your... What is this? Hold on. Hold, please. Make a... With advantage.
Oh. 13.
So what was your higher of the two?
13.
13. You don't seem to recognize the metal, but there seems to be a light glow emanating from the chests of these.
Hmm. And they're not like attached to anything. I don't notice. They're just like sitting on the wall.
There are stanchions at the feet, but that's it.
I'm gonna use booming voice.
Okay.
And just yell, Marxist, come help me.
What? Who? Where? Who? Make a dexterity saving throw.
Me?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm gonna make my way towards Gator.
7.
You can hear
What was your dex saving throw?
7.
7. Okay. As you shout out, you see the armor start leaning towards you and crashes into you. You take 7 points of damage, of bludgeoning damage.
What?
And I'm gonna need you to roll for initiative.
What?
Bob, what did you do that for?
In the basement by myself. So you guys were assaulting that small woman.
Negotiating.
It wasn't assault. I don't know what her accent was. It was ever changing. Those are my favorite. I
I
think.
loved it.
Like where you guys met somebody last campaign that just had like a mix between like a Philly accent and a British accent. But I don't know if you guys noticed, like
British.
it was only British like when he was around like the nobles of the city. And then when he was in his home, it was like this Philly accent. What is your initiative?
That is your protocol.
Oh, sweet. I rolled a natural 1 for 8.
Okay. Their initiative is
Probably not
2.
good.
So, battle scene here.
That'll see.
Keeps. Oh my god.
Did you just drop your?
Yeah, right into the beer.
Right into your revelry. Wait, put it on camera.
Let me take a quick break, real quick.
Show it on camera first.
Alcohol fountain.
Let's just go to break real quick, 'cause that's cool. That happened. I gotta fish him out and dry him off. Oh, awesome.
You bit the bad guy. I broke
And we're back.
Hey, thanks for that. That was fun. So, you can currently see Kata and the two statues right there. The two statues are probably about 5 feet away from you. Well, the one is 5 feet, the other is 10 feet. And you are currently... You rolled a, 9 for your initiative?
8.
8. Ah, yes. The 7's 9. They rolled a 2. So, if you wouldn't mind, you, sir, are up.
What is the ceiling clearance in this Michigan basement?
8 feet. 8 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna, in the direction of the suits, I am gonna use my breath weapon.
Okay.
Instantly.
All right.
And exhale a 15-foot cone of cold frost breath.
And they make a dex throw? Dex save?
Yeah. Constitution.
Constitution. They both rolled 19s. So they take half damage?
Yeah. So they will take half of 7.
Half of 7 rounded up is 4. So they take 4 damage.
Full damage. I don't know if that makes a difference. But...
It does not make a difference for them.
All right. Then the other thing I'm going to do is on the opposite side of them, I am going to whistle. Oh, I can't actually do that, but
You can't
that
whistle?
kind. No, it's like the finger kind.
But you can whistle, right?
Yeah, no, but I want to do the finger kind, but I can't do that.
So you finger whistle. You cast finger whistle.
Yeah, I cast finger whistle.
You have a wood.
And then
Go ahead.
No.
Oki appears in the basement, hopefully not crashing through to the first floor.
Crashes through right here.
He's really good.
Yeah, he's a lot bigger than I thought he was.
And at level 7, Oki grew to a size large.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Oh, cool.
So Oki comes stomping in. He's there now, taking the dodge action. And do you have any movement that you'd like to do?
No, I'm going to keep them in between us.
All right. So, with that said, the animated armor is going to now attack. One's going to turn and face you, and the other Oki. The first one is going to take a spear attack. Awesome. 8 against you.
No.
And a 7 against Oki.
Also no.
Cool.
Nimble.
Nimble and quick. The double entendre.
Untundra?
Sure. At that moment, you guys, what are you doing? Because you've heard the booming voice yell from Kata.
I'm rushing in.
All right. If you're rushing in, make a initiative.
I'm gonna do the same.
8.
19.
Modifier is
I bet it's your dex score.
my what? My initiative?
Yep.
It's not my dex score.
Really?
Charisma.
My dex
she's
is
a
plus
bear.
2.
Oh. Why do you have a +3 on your initiative? Crazy. What was your roll?
15 altogether.
Tito's here.
All right. So, Marxus, you make it downstairs first. What's going on? Perfect time. I was talking to you before you ate that, too.
Yep. I get his body from cauliflower.
Hi, Tito.
I'm sprinting in with my new,
What's up, Teets?
perhaps brass candelabra,
All right.
and I'm gonna bum rush down the stairs and try and get as far as I can in my 45 feet of movement.
So you rush down the stairs. You make it down. And where do you make a perception check?
A 18.
All right. You immediately see Kata on the opposite side of this rubbled area, fighting what appears to be a suit of armor filled with nothing. Where would you like to go? Because you can make it pretty much anywhere. I would probably say up to about here with your 45 feet of movement.
I'm gonna bull rush charge at the one that is right closest to Oki.
All right. You bull rush charge in.
I am gonna need to take a pause though, because this is the first time I'm seeing.
Let's introduce everybody real quick.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
So
faster.
do your do whatever you're gonna do.
Yeah, I'm just. Are we using the same statistics as quarterstaff for the same handle? Oh,
it is a quarterstaff.
17 to hit.
17 hits.
And we're going to be doing two-handed because I'm running in with it, right? So that's a D8 plus 2, doing 7 damage.
7 damage. And as you go and jab this quarterstaff in, you find that where it would normally do 7, you said 7 damage total. Yeah. What was your roll?
5.
5. It does 12 damage.
Oh.
And it does a little bit more. So.
Sorry,
Our
for everyone wondering why Gina's doing this thing, our cat, Tito, is super nice, but he also has a stinky. It's
Tito too.
Tito too.
He used the facilities.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Spoiler alert, we also keep...
We're in what Mr. Gander's call.
20 feet away, so. A real basement.
So, it's that one, right?
You get used to it, though.
Okay, so...
No, you never do. It just makes me feel
up
good.
next is Orla Bitterfoot.
Oh my gosh, it's me. I am going to...
Oh my gosh, it's me.
It's me. I'm going to use... I should have been looking at this before. Alright, I'm going to use my... I'm just going to run up on the one that is... Which one did you get, Marxus? The one that was closest to...
The one that was closest to Oki.
Oki. Okay, so I'm going to run up to the one that's closest to Kata.
Okay.
And just use my... What is it? My rapier?
You tell me.
Yes.
So you run up
It's...
next to
What?
Kata.
Cute.
Attacking with your rapier. Roll for an attack, please.
14 plus 5, so a 19. Does that hit?
It does hit. You stab through the armor, piercing through the chest plate.
For 10 damage.
For 10 damage.
Are you spraying bleach? What are you doing?
All right.
That's not air freshener. What are you doing?
It works as the same.
As you are cleaning your basement full of cat poop,
With bleach.
you oh, and you're not downstairs yet. Everybody that's downstairs, roll a perception check for me.
11.
3.
11 and a 3.
22.
22. Fuck. You facing this way, notice a shadowy figure moving from behind Oki. You facing the way you're facing, Orla, you face, you can see it just out of the peripherals off to your left side. Sorry, I'm just showing you my hip. Well, they don't lie. So you see a shadowy figure in this dark basement. Yeah. And as it emerges, you see a large.
Cool.
You gotta put everything up to the camera before you
No.
put it down. Because it's so cool.
We'll post pictures on the internet. You see a large being approach Oki and takes a swing,
Dang.
which hits. No, I don't know if it hits.
That's a big
13
hand.
13 does not.
misses Oki, and as he swings with this big hammer, just misses out of his way. All right. Up next is Kata.
I'm gonna mark this gigantic new creature with the hunter's mark,
All right.
and then I'm going to just start throwing hand axes.
To whom?
Same thing at the
Big one.
base.
All right. So you throw a hand axe across the room at them. Make that hand axe attack. All right. That helps a little bit. We'll do this.
So
Oh, yeah.
At what was your roll?
first hand axe was a 7, second hand axe was a 25.
All right, 25. 25 just hits because they're under. I'm having it. They're actually between everybody. It's going to be a miss because they're under 3/4 cover with everybody else behind them. You're throwing through a lot of people right now, so they're gonna get +5 to their AC basically. And the same kind of goes for you guys. Under half cover, it's +3. 3/4 cover is +5. Under full cover, you're not hitting them. They're behind a wall. So, all right. So yeah, actually, it was a 25.
As the second one, yeah.
The second one, it just their armor class is 21. So under a -5, it just misses. So you throw these two hand axes, and they go clattering off into the rubble and the trash behind them. Up next is Narnik.
Okay. So I'm going to come move towards the action, come downstairs.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
What we'll do is we'll do a lineup cast of all the minis in the Hangover. How about that? That way we can keep playing, we keep moving, and we'll just kind of show everybody.
Fine.
12.
I mean, you guys can. We'll check them out here in a second. 12.
12.
You notice as you run down the stairs, you notice the backs of your companions up against the wall, and you're not exactly sure what's going on. With the 12, you just see them facing the wall and kind of in a stance, aggressively towards these statues, these weird structures, this trash. And then you notice Oki's here too. So Oki means that there's a threat of some kind for the most part.
Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action, I guess, to.
I guess you would see the giant dude too behind Oki if you see Oki. So that guy seems threatening, but you don't necessarily notice these two inanimate objects behind them.
Okay. But the big guy seems animate and threatening.
Yes, right now.
Okay. So I am going. How far away am I from the big guy?
You are probably 20 feet.
Okay. I am going to throw my 2 daggers at him.
Let's say you're here then, just making it down the stairs.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We'll at least bring you into the camera.
Do you want to tilt it down just a little bit? I think it'll bring everything else into focus a little bit more. Yeah, move the base of it. There you go.
I've got a 17 and a 23 to hit.
Cool. The big guy, you have
Yeah.
a clear view on him. The 23 hits, the 17 does not.
Okay, so for the 23, it's going, and because Oki is within 5 feet, it's going to count as a sneak attack.
I'll take it.
All right, so it's going to do 6 piercing plus this, another 6, 12, 14. So 20 damage total.
You throw one knife, it goes off a ray, and the other knife stabs right into the armor, piercing and holding its position inside of its chest plate.
And turn.
And turn. Turn. And. Kata, you're up. Uh-oh. Kata,
Alright.
you're up.
This time, I will aim at a much closer target, like the one right in front of me.
All right.
Um,
What are you attacking with?
this one's just gonna be a dagger attack.
Okay. Roll an attack with advantage because you are flanking. Or no, actually, you're not flanking. Sorry. So no.
This
just
one
normal attack.
also will probably light fire mid
Oki's reaction.
midair.
Okay.
5.
What did you roll?
25.
25 hits.
Wow.
That's definitely. So you stab, and as you stab, the dagger ignites in fire, dealing
8 all day.
8 all day. All right. And you have a bonus action and your movement up.
Yeah, it's gonna end up being my turn.
Okay. You don't want to. I mean, with your bonus action, you can utilize Oki. You can command him. So he can take a bite action if you want.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a good point. Yeah, let's have him bite the nearest a suit of armor.
All right, cool. He's gonna turn, biting the nearest. Do you want him to bite the small guy or the big guy?
We'll do the small guy.
Small guy. He bites down after the small guy. His bite. If you want to roll for an attack for that.
Yep, so that'll be dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is gonna hit, and then just to make sure that he rolls 2d6 damage now that he's a level 7 big guy.
Sweet.
Big guy.
Big.
Plus whatever his normal stuff is. So I think since you do it electronically, it should be.
Where he doesn't, I still have to do everything manually for him. It just tells me what it is.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it should be 2d6 plus whatever he gets plus his 4.
2d6, so 6 plus 3. 6 plus 3 plus 4? So the 2d6 plus 3 dragon essence,
Yeah.
plus the 4 from the melee.
No, I think it's because he's taking a bite, so it's 2d6 plus 4.
Plus 3. Oh. Okay, so 10.
So 10. Cool. And then also you have your extra attack, so you can take your extra attack as your attack action as Kata. Does that make sense?
Mouthful.
Oh, yeah.
Because you stabbed once, you can stab again. You have two attacks per attack action.
Because I threw the dagger. I only have 1 dagger.
Oh, you threw it? I thought you were just stabbing him because he's right next to you.
No, that's how I can light on fire.
Oh. I was going to say he could light it on fire as a stab, but that's okay. I don't think it has to be airborne. This is why we play with Unearthed Arcana playtesting material.
It's good for this one. I already I can do some stabbing next time.
All right. Okay. So that's your turn?
Yeah, that'll.
Cool. All right. Up next is...
Please let it be me. I feel like I've been waiting for so
Okay.
long. I'm sorry.
The two armors are going to go because they have yet to go.
Yeah. You think it's been a long time for you?
They're not even alive.
They've been waiting for this for maybe even centuries.
Yeah. So they are going to make one attack on Kata and the other attack on Oki. The first one's going to be a dirty 20, dealing 4 damage, and then the second one is going to be a 10, which I'd imagine misses Oki.
Good night.
Cool. All right. Up next is Marxus.
All right. The one that I attacked the first time, the one that's right in front of Oki, I'm gonna do my two attacks. I'm gonna go and just ram this candelabra that's 8 feet long.
Double attack. Roll your candelabra attack.
The first one is a what's math? 24, and the second one's a 10.
The 24 hits, the 10 does not.
All right. We're two-handing it, so come on, buddy. That's a 1.
2 because of your
3.
new item. Your new item basically crits every time you hit.
Oh.
So instead of a 1 on your D8, it's a 2.
Cool, because it's
you
twice the normal damage.
Twice whatever
so
you
2 plus 2 is 4 damage.
4 damage, and the whopping... You can feel the energy behind the candelabra. I don't know if I'm using that right. I don't know. The candlestick, giant candlestick, has a heft to it that adds a little bit, but you just kind of catch a plate and you see a shift in the armor, and then it shifts back as you jam it into its shoulder plate. It does take some damage, but not nearly as much as you'd expect.
Yep. And the second one, just whiff.
All right, Orla. You better be ready.
I'm not. Actually, I'm going to see. This is tough because I want to use heat metal, but the thing is, they're not necessarily real, so that would probably be pointless, right?
Well, is it like they're like not wearing the armor kind of thing? Because like nothing's wearing it that like we can see. It looks like kind of deal, right? So like it's not.
So I'm gonna use my
You
ray
might just make
frost
more damage than us.
instead. So I'm gonna the one that I am right in front of, right there.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my ray of frost.
The one you're right in front of, right there. Attack with your Ray of Frost.
Yep. So 8 plus 5, so 13. Does that hit?
It does not. You seem to find the small gap right in between the chest plate and the pelvic armor. And miss the armor. I feel like I was there for a second.
I waited that long for a miss. I'm sorry.
Welcome to.
Well, you have a bonus action and a move.
I do have a bonus action. Mm-hmm.
So you can bonus action to your heart's content.
Okay. I am going to give Marxus Bardic Inspiration.
Yep.
There you go. Bardic Inspiration!
As you as you shout,
I did not do that.
as you shout your bardic inspiration across.
Blow it out your ass, nature.
Yeah, whatever, dude. 1d8, fine. Fucking take your d8. All right. So up next is gonna be the big old guy who's gonna take a swing at Oki.
Oh.
And he's going to take it at advantage because he's flanking.
Oh no.
How is he flanking?
There's a animated armor on the opposite side.
Oh, yes.
He's going to hit Oki for 20.
It's a pretty big hit.
I'm sorry, 22.
It got worse.
Wait, that's 2 hit him, right? That's not the damage?
Yes, correct. And he's going to swing his giant. What is that? A mace or
Battle
warhammer?
axe.
That's what it's.
Warhammer.
Hitting for 7 plus counter plus 3 is going to be a 10 damage, and then an additional 5 lightning damage, so 15 damage total.
Oh.
And as he brings down the hammer, it cracks with an electrical pulse from his chest. I feel like I start so strong, and then it just kind of fades off, and I lose where I'm going.
Yeah.
All right. Up next is Kata.
This time I'm gonna double stab. Well, triple stab. I guess, right?
I don't know what you're referring to, so yeah.
Double stab.
Yeah, because you're using your attack, your bonus action, and your second.
Stacking.
I'm going on a stabbing spree.
It's Thundercats, what you keep doing.
I know, that's what I keep doing.
I didn't realize it till the other day. I was
okay.
like, why is she doing battle bots? I don't know. I couldn't figure it out.
Battle bots. Robot wars.
21 and 24 hit. I imagine 8 does not.
A 21 and wait, were you hitting the little guy? Littler guy?
One right, yeah, still right in front of me.
And what were your rolls?
21, 8, 24.
But doesn't he technically get it with advantage because of flanking?
Who's on the opposite side of it?
Marxist, kind of.
I'm engaged. If I'm being honest, I'm engaged with the one closest to Oki.
All right, fine.
So
Just trying
I
to
appreciate it though.
I'm not sure what you said. Anything over an 18 hits. AC's 18. We're just going to break that fourth wall there. So roll for damage. 9.
Total of 9 damage.
9 damage. As you stab into this being, it seems to all of a sudden clatter to the ground.
Nice.
The floating plates of armor and spear just drop. And it loses its essence. Or soul, or whatever you want to call it. Alright, up next is Narnet.
Okay. Can I move this?
Go nuts.
Okay. So she's going to move behind this thing.
Cool.
And throw 2 daggers again at the big guy. 19 and 11.
Cool. Neither hit. And
What?
how many daggers you got?
I had 5 total, so now I'm just down to 1. All right.
Oh,
Oh,
Ooh, the blue is
that's
nice.
fun.
I don't like that. What does that mean? What's a slight change mean?
It's just your color is blue.
Yeah, so you're on the screen and you have blue.
Okay. All right.
Ooh, I
should
love
probably do
that.
those too.
That's so
No.
cute.
All right. That's the end of my turn.
Dogma with the initiative trackers. What up?
Hey, yeah.
Let's see where we're now. Left, right.
Mo Bogkin.
So you missed twice. What else are you doing? Do you have any bonus actions or anything else that
My
you're gonna
bonus
try?
action was the 2-weapon fighting, so.
Okay.
End turn.
End turn.
And scene.
All right. So up next is the. Oh, he's off the board. The other animated armor is going to attack Oki with advantage. Hitting a 14. Does 14 hit Oki?
That was saying
No? All right. Cool. He is going to... Oh, he has 2 melee attacks. Should have been doing that differently. 21 hit Oki. 8 damage. Piercing. Stabby. All right. The other one's dead. Marxus, you're up.
You know what time it is? It's red time, and it's that's so cool. It throws me off every time. And I'm also just gonna stab twice at this armor right in front of me, and I'm not even gonna do the math because I don't hit at all.
All right.
Well, actually, I forgot I have inspiration, so I will roll the inspiration for my first one, adding 8 to a 7, 5, 8, 13, 21 in total.
21 in total hits.
Yes! Thanks for the inspiration, yo. As I say, right as I stab into this beautiful suit of armor, doing 5 damage, but do I still crit? Yeah, is that what
That
you
weapon allows you to crit. It's made of
amazing.
adamantine.
Spoiler alert, it's perfect. So I'm doing 10 plus 2, 12 damage.
12 damage. All right.
I missed with the second one. I'm like, yeah, I don't know how to work.
You knock it back into the wall, and it's still upright and floating. Like all the parts are floating where they're supposed to be, but it doesn't look. It's kind of like sagging and not the upright position that it should have been. All right. Up next is Orla.
Okay, so I am going to use Dissonant Whispers on the one that is. It's going to turn and face him. Once in front of Oki. And they have to make I believe it was a wisdom saving throw of 15.
Okay.
And I'm going to go, ah!
It beats it.
Aww.
Does it still take damage?
It does. The target must take it. In a failed save, it takes 3. Okay.
Ooh, that was a big one.
Now let's move as far as say the creature
Wow.
doesn't move into obvious stage of
Did you hear that?
Successful save, the target takes half as much as damage and doesn't have to move away. Okay, so 3d6.
What type of damage is it?
Psychic.
It is immune to psychic damage.
Well, I'm going to.
Sorry, it is.
I understand. I should have thought about
Doesn't
that
have a
more
point.
thoroughly. I know. I understand. I'm going to give K-Dot Bardic Inspiration. Yes.
All right, so Bardic Inspiration for Kada, and up next is the big guy. He's going to take a swing at Oki again.
Can you get 1d8?
Does a 22 hit Oki?
Yep.
And does a 21 hit Oki?
Yikes.
Yep.
It's dealing a total of 13 regular damage. And a 11 lightning damage.
Okay. Set your messages.
Oh shit, I didn't bring it up. Basically, from what you and I have discussed, is Oki gonna stay and fight?
That's my question.
Basically, I think what we've discussed is that you can allow him to stay and fight and risk him being gone forever, or you can allow him to be gone. But if he stays and fights, there's no takesies backsies.
Yeah, so this puts him beyond that threshold.
So I'm just saying, like, so long as he didn't. All right. If he loses more in this one hit than his entire total, he and anybody else is done. Instead of being incapacitated, you can send Oki away. You can basically exhaust Oki if you want and keep him around, but he'll gain I don't know. We haven't really talked about that. Well, he'll gain the amount of hit points as your level. So he'll have 7 hit points. If you want to keep him around, but when those 7 hit points are depleted, he dies. That's what we'll say.
So we're saying, say for example, he has 21 damage he's supposed to take. Say he has 21 exactly.
Yeah.
At that point, we would make the decision. What if he had 20?
Then he would have 1 hit. Then he would be down, but he would still bounce back up at 7. That's what we'll do.
Okay. Then yeah.
And this is all
good.
This is all us playing around with playtest material and all of the Unearthed Arcana stuff, and we're kind of having fun with it. Basically, I wanted a threat that Oki could die and not just evaporate into a cloud of dust and then come back whenever he wanted. So basically, the mechanic is that Oki can be exhausted and stressed into a situation that he could still help out the group, but the risk is that he could die permanently.
Oh no.
So do you want to exhaust Oki, or do you want him to... You can basically magically dis-summon him. Unsummon? Sure.
Yeah, we're gonna do that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you... Hey,
That's
AJ.
crane game ever.
When you pull a mini off the battlefield, can you do me a favor and just swing it by one of the cameras?
Do it.
It's just... They're so cool.
No, I can't.
We'll do it after. We'll do
Not with
it
this
after.
chair.
Any of the cameras.
I'll
Not with the
bring
Italian
them-
Art Deco.
Art
So
Deco
after
chair.
this, I'll bring them
Yeah.
up to the other camera.
Yeah. If we want, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. We'll figure something.
Yeah. In the Hangover.
Okay.
We'll introduce them all.
So here in a second, once this battle's over, we'll kind of all check out our minis and pass them around and talk about them, and maybe we'll hold them in front of the cameras. So yeah, cool. All right. So up next, Oki is gone, left the battlefield, and does he just vanish into a cloud, or does he make a ruckus, knocking over a bookshelf and then run away? Like, does he magically disappear, or does he tangibly run away and it's not? It's like a roach appear.
Did he made a hole in the ceiling floor?
Sure, man.
Out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just jumps up through that.
All right, cool. And then the hole fixes itself.
Nanobots.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know.
Oh, so cool. What?
I mean,
Great movie.
Just in general.
you're not wrong.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a neat idea.
Okay. So I have no idea.
Nanobots. Fucking neat.
Fucking nanobots. Awesome. All
How
right.
do those work?
Kata, you're up next.
What is the cover between me and the big one?
I would probably say half right now because you have Orla and Marxus in between you all. And that hammer's gonna work.
No.
Look at that. You can see it.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna move up. Can I attempt to move over and pick up my hand axes?
Yeah. You did throw them at that. I'd imagine as you move over here, you're able to gather one. The other one hit it, but it dropped to its feet.
Okay, so then I am going to, like Call of Duty, jog, slide, pick up my hand axe, and then jump up and throw the hand axe and the dagger at the big guy.
All right. Roll for attacks.
That's a cool move.
Yeah, pretty sick.
Seaman's
Pretty sweet. Saw it on Netflix.
19 and 22.
A 19 does not hit. A 22 does.
Cool. And then that is 6 plus it's still marked.
Correct.
Plus 8 more, so 14.
14 damage.
Nice.
All right. Cool. As you do your cool maneuver, launch your hand axe, it embeds into its armor and its shoulder plate.
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat. Narnik, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna move
This is why I'm the bard.
up next to it,
Cool.
and I'm gonna stab at it with my rapier and stab at it with my dagger. So we'll say the rapier is 11, which does not hit, and the dagger is 17, which also doesn't hit, right?
Correct.
Okay, so that's the end of my turn.
It's it being made of armor. It has a high armor class. All right.
The end.
Up next is the animated armor is going to take an attack at Marxus right in front of him.
Bring it on.
Natural 1 misses, and then a 23 hits,
Yeah, it does. Super hits.
dealing a whopping 7 damage.
Great.
And again, this is the one that's kind of like floating and hovering and bouncing around. It's not looking good at all.
Ugh.
Up next, Marcus, you're up. I'm sorry. I got confused between you being attacked and your turn. Go ahead.
You're fine. Well, that one's not looking too hot. Well, I'm gonna try to finish it off with just an attack with the. Yes, 23.
23 hits.
That's gonna be. 10 plus 12 more damage.
12 more damage. Tell me how you finished this guy off.
Nice.
It goes right through, so it's like, I'm guessing like plate armor, right? Like one big plate.
Sure.
So it's like one like Robert Baratheon, like the one like big plate, right? And get the armor stretcher boy.
Sure.
And instead of like going right through, like all of the hits that I've missed are like bong, and it just doesn't do anything because it's right in the center of the armor, right? Mm-hmm. So this one I like have cut through and then pulled back right through the arm, and so then the arm like clinks off to the floor, and it takes like 2-3 steps for me, and as it's taking steps, it's just falling apart, and the armor just clink, clink, clink,
Cool.
clinks
Wow.
down.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Awesome. So, do you have any movement or bonus action or a second attack?
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna like cartwheel.
Oh my god! I love and hate that
over
you
to
did that.
the overside,
Because I can't wait for you to hear what I was literally about to do.
and I'm gonna I use my new candelabra trident as like the pivot,
Okay.
stick it into the ground to pivot. And
Yeah.
then as I come up and around, I boom right into the big dude.
That is so fucking funny. Now I feel like I have to change exactly what I was going to do.
Whatever.
Not at all. You could actually look at me and be like, "That was a good move." I'm gonna
I
try it.
love it. I
And then
love it.
Here comes
You're
the
right.
3.
Roll for an attack.
13.
13. Misses. And you boom, and you kind of shake back a little bit as you are hit by as you hit this giant chest plate that resonates back into your newly acquired weapon. Orla, finally.
It's okay. So I'm pretty high in acrobatics. So what I would like to try to do is do like a one-handed cartwheel
Oh,
as I'm putting my rapier into my sheath and grabbing the spear that's on the ground, but the
Okay.
one dropped,
all right.
and then throwing it at the big guy.
All right.
That
Roll
was
a
it.
acrobatics check.
Okay, hang on.
While he's doing this.
It's exciting, and we are rolling for revelry constantly.
I rolled a 7.
A 7 on your acrobatics.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say you do it, but your cartwheel is like one of those like cartwheels where like your feet kind of go to the side more than they do over yourself. So it's like, hey, watch, I'm about to do a cartwheel. Like when a 3-year-old is like, hey, watch this. They do a cartwheel, and then you're like, oh wow, that's great.
Look what I can do.
But roll for an attack.
There you go. I don't know what a spear would be.
Add your dexterity modifier.
So 17.
17. It does not hit.
Oh my god.
It's a heavy armor class. It's made of armor.
Who have I not given? I don't know if I'm close enough to give Gina some bardic inspiration. Or Narnip.
Narnip's getting some inspiration.
Maybe.
60 feet, so yes, you are.
Cool.
Thank you.
You free throw, shoot
I go.
bardic inspiration. As you
Good idea.
launch this ball of bardic inspiration to Narnip, she catches it and receives it.
God. I just want to be so cool and I want to make a cool thing happen, and that was really sad. It's all my fighting has all been sad.
Sorry,
my
look at it.
rolls right now. It's sad.
As I'm reverberating from the bident
Yeah.
and the thing, I just go,
You're
it's
the-
okay, you'll figure it out.
It's like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fighting Shredder.
Oh my god, I love that.
Up next is the big guy. He is gonna take a swing at Narnip, who's right there in front. Swinging
Golf
back
ball
and
compared to
forth.
him.
The first one misses. It's a natural one, so it's gonna miss.
Okay.
Swings and it just doesn't understand that you are shorter. You're just like, and it swings, and then it swings back on the backswing, and I assume hits with a 25.
Oh,
Well, the natural 19. So, a 25, and then. Yep. 7 points total.
okay. And I'm gonna use uncanny dodge to half that
Okay.
to
4.
4. Okay.
All right. Up next is Kata.
Yep. I'm going to shoot this thing with my short bow.
Cool. You draw it out, and
I'm gonna do that inspired. A very inspired shoot bow.
watching her performance of the acrobatics that you just saw, you feel inspired through all of that, and
It says, oh, let's see. The inspiration's D8.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so not gonna hit.
Oh man. All right.
I miss wide right.
Miss wide right. Okay. For your
Races
attack
out,
action,
yeah.
would you like to take another attack?
No, I'm out of weapon.
Yeah, but I mean you have your attack, and then you can attack.
Oh. Then yeah, I will.
I mean, yeah, if you're attacking with a short, you have more than one arrow.
Yeah. This one missed wide weapon. And I'd be in the middle there.
Okay, cool. You're dialing it in. You don't really use it often, but yeah, you'll get there. Okay, so Narnif, you're up.
All right. Stab it with my rapier. And I'm going to use my... No, I'm not going to use my inspiration because even with that, it wouldn't hit. Stab at it with my dagger. Okay, so it's going to be a 17 and then use my inspiration. Ooh, for plus 8.
Cool,
So,
hit.
Okay. Is this...
There
Are
is
we saying this is a sneak attack?
yes, because you
alright.
have Marxus next to you.
Cool. So it is going to be a total of
Bunch of dice.
It's a good sound.
Okay.
It's-
Ooh.
6, 9, 12, 13 piercing damage.
13 piercing damage.
Nice. Good job.
Because I'm little.
All right, so
I don't know if that was 13 times.
a bunch of stabs going on. And yeah, you're able to pierce that hull. Up next is Marxus.
Cool stabbing 500 times with this hand. Then switch knives. Then 500 times with
And
this
you
hand.
and your motions. People are gonna make gifts
Oh,
for sure.
right.
If we had any fans out there, they'd definitely be making them mean.
Real shame. I'm gonna.
Lord.
I'm gonna stab in at this giant armor twice with gusto and fervor. 15 and an 18.
All right.
Full of bongs.
Couple of bongs. Dun, dun. It is your turn.
Okay.
Remember, if you guys are on the opposite side of this creature, you gain advantage because you're flanking. Instead, you are all on the same side.
But that's okay. I can't get on the other side right now. I'm going to. I mean, I do too. I'm going to use vicious mockery at this guy.
Okay.
Wait. I have to see. It's a wisdom saving throw. He doesn't have a brain. Probably shouldn't use this.
No.
No, well, it wouldn't have a super high wisdom, so it wouldn't like need to beat. It would have very low modifiers rolled with it to beat a wisdom saving throw, right?
Or okay, hang on. I gotta look into this. I have to look at it
I think it's immune in the same way that those other two things were immune.
because it says
Yeah. I forgot.
okay. That's vicious
Yep.
mockery. Yes. Okay. Same with Tasha's hideous laughter. Each of your choice that you see within range receives something less than even the wisdom saving throw. Same thing. Creature with an intelligence score of 4 or less is not effective. Okay, so I can't. Never fucking mind. I'm going to use Cloud of Daggers.
Hey.
Hey, at 4th level.
Your face.
And let's see. Wait, hang on. I still have to roll to see if it hits, right?
Nope,
No.
it just appears.
All right. And then 4d4 when you cast a spell using a spell slot of 3rd higher, it increases 2d4 for each level.
You need more
64.
D4s.
Yeah.
Didn't I give you more dice today?
No, you said you gave them to me and they're nowhere to be found. So, no. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Well, you're not dice rich.
5. Okay, I got 6. I have 6. I already have 6. I have 6 dice.
She's gonna lose count.
2,
Too
4,
many dice, man.
6, 8,
He's doing the dice thing too much.
12, 16 damage.
16 damage
Oh,
as your blade of, what did we call it? The Shroud of Blades.
yes.
Batters through this creature. It starts piercing through its hull, and it seems to be getting weaker, significantly so.
I don't know which one they're not mine now. This one.
Up next is the creature's turn. It's going to take a swing at Marxus now.
Else is right.
A 16 hit.
16 hit.
16 meets beats.
It meets, it beats. All right. You take a total of 9 damage, and then its second attack misses if that one meets, it beats.
Dope.
Up next is Kata.
Something. Right, let's see.
Can't hear you.
I'm muted.
Ah,
Makes sense.
There you go.
I'm gonna move to the other side of the creature,
okay.
around, flanking it, kind of.
Ah, yes.
Maybe a term. And then I'm gonna shoot it with my bow.
All right. Attack with advantage.
So number 1.
Physical contact. I bet you I could still use this. Sorry.
Number 1 is 23.
I'm trying to figure
23 hits. 22 hits.
Is a 23. So 1, 2. There's 15. Plus 13, 28 damage.
Cool. Describe the last moments of this armored creature.
Yes.
The first arrow goes it's not looking at me, so it's still looking at the rest of the crew. So the first arrow goes between like where its neck would be
Okay.
and comes out the front, like through
through the
Puts
front
in the
plate. Okay.
Yep. And the second arrow, Robin puts the first arrow.
Okay. So as the first one slides through and shoots out the armor, you see the other one slide back through and shoot through and then pierces through again. And you see a arrowhead pierced and then a second arrowhead. And as the second shot went through, it caught this metallic orb that was floating in the chest piece and pierces it to the inside of the hull as the creature drops down in a clatter of armor. And just before we figure out what exactly just happened, we're going to take a break. So please stick with us for our second half here. We will see what the gang unravels in this thrift store.
Yes.
So please stick around.
Hopefully not a sweater.
Hey!
I'm gonna put up some tags.
Poor
Oh
Gendry.
man, the cat over me.
There's a cat in my boots.
Oh, what?
Chicken?
Sure are.
Oh, cool. The cat scared the hell out of me. Crawled right by my feet. Okay, so
What are you doing?
we join our heroes having just taken care of a group of animated armor in the basement of a thrift shop. So, the top area here, we've kind of shown off all of the minis of each characters. This is the first time that they've seen these minis, so that's kind of our extended break.
Really
Apologies
cool.
for that, but hopefully we have a good lineup of the minis there, and hopefully it's a good enough resolution that we can kind of see the crew. Nope, not the crew. The gang, whatever you guys are called.
Boat folk.
Boat folk. Apparently we're sticking with that.
Hell yeah, dude. It is known.
It was voted on the internet, so thanks, internet.
It is known.
Leslie,
So
no
these
one has
boat
to-
folk are currently in the basement of a thrift shop, and as they are kind of sussing out what exactly just happened, they notice that Kata mentions to them that he's got to go look for Oki. This is the first instance where I believe Oki has fallen in combat and left out of the building. So Bob had to leave a little bit early tonight. So Kata will be in search of Oki for the duration of the session. Alternatively, what would you like to do now that you are in the midst of this thrift shop basement?
Where is the thrift shop owner? What the hell just happened? She needs to know. She tried to sell me this, she didn't want to sell me this box with the creature in it, and now there's armor that's attacking us? What kind of a shop is this?
I don't
It's real
know.
messy.
It is
Now
really
more
messy.
so, there's just armor all over the floor. Gross. I'm gonna go see if I can find them. And I scurry up stairs to see if I can locate. Hey! Your basement's all haunted. Hey!
Make a perception check.
7.
You see from in betwixt a bookshelf, 2 books pop out, and you can see through the other side. And she goes, "I know," and then pops away.
Well, we took care of them. I took care of them. I mean, they're all. How's your organization in here? How do you know where everything is?
Oh, well, it's perfect. I believe I have my doorknobs over there, and she points to a box full of doorknobs. And she's like, "Well, I keep all my armor in the basement, and all of the treasure chests right there." And then there's where you found your treasure chest, are a stack full of treasure chests.
Do you probably as awkward for me as it might be for you, but does the armor ever come to life and just start attacking customers?
Yes, that's why we locked the basement.
Oh yeah, we okay. We could hear.
Where did she?
I don't know. I'm going to where I'm at downstairs still. I'm gonna investigate the armor and see if there's any pieces off of it I can grab. That's
Roll an investigation check.
Yeah. 16, 19.
19. You find a bunch of armor, and now that it's lost its magic appeal, it seems corroded and ill-kept. A lot of the armor has rust on it, and a few of the parts have been patinaed, as if they've been underwater for some time. You do find a 3 among the three metallic cylinders, spheres, that at one point may have been lit and are very similar to the spheres that you pulled off of the other constructs.
Ooh, and I have those too.
And you have those too.
Interesting.
One has been pierced by a Kata arrow.
Okay.
That's how you.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah.
So can you... Where are those doorknobs set again?
Why do you have to look for a door?
She pops up behind you, and there's a handful, a box full of doorknobs.
I'm gonna wave my hand over it. Like I'm feeling for something. Close my eyes and at random grab one doorknob.
Sure. You grab a small oval doorknob that has intricate design and ornate carvings on the handle.
How much for this? And I'll help clean you up the mess in the basement that somebody has left.
Well, only if you clean. I can part with it for 1 gold.
Okay. Okay. Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
Where did you get the armor in the basement?
Many things, they come off ships from the harbor to the east. People find them, they wash up ashore, I take them, I buy them, and then I sell them to you.
Has anybody else been interested in the armor that you've kept in the basement?
No, we don't allow people to see the armor. It's haunted.
Then why do you take it?
I didn't know it was haunted, but now it's haunted. I'm keeping it here. I didn't know your box was evil, but I kept it so that people wouldn't take it. I tried not to sell it to you, but you good argument with the
I know.
with the
The
little
cat.
bird and the cat.
Yes,
You have many a good trinket.
I know. I know. Okay. I don't know. Do you know anybody who has more information about the haunted armor or this chest that you sold me or traded me?
Well, I buy it from a number of people on the docks, but you can ask around out there. They don't even know who I got it from. There was a long time ago, but it's been in the basement, so it's been safe.
Okay. All right. Do you guys want to go to the docks?
I'm gonna go back because now the armor's dead. There was a chest between those two suits of armor, right? There was like a chest of some sort.
Sure. I don't remember.
Oh.
Yeah, there was. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go down there and investigate that.
Roll an investigation check.
It's a lean. It was between a 16 and 8, and it goes to a 2, so
Yeah.
that's honesty really being.
It's not bad enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be honest though,
it's a
Gutsy just checking out chests after you know that there's been one. Maybe you're like, oh, check this one out. You open up the chest and there's nothing in it. Cobwebs. You can see the bottom. I guess that's a start.
Can I punch the bottom just to make sure it's not like a false bottom?
Roll an attack.
Punch through the back. 7.
You punch the bottom, and it splinters some wood.
It does 1 damage. So
It does 1 damage. It splinters some wood.
is it clearly the bottom of the chest?
I don't know.
17.
17.
Yep.
Roll for damage.
No, I was investigating if that was the bottom of the chest.
Oh,
Sorry.
Yeah, it's the bottom of the chest.
Okay. I punch it again.
What?
9 to hit,
9 hits.
doing 5 damage.
5 damage. You punch through the bottom of the chest. It's now cracked into the floor. This chest particularly has legs on it, little feet. So you've punched through the space.
I don't think there's anything in here except one thing.
Your hand?
Oh.
Oh.
Joke. Joke. Okay.
Let's
Maybe
go.
I try to
Very nice
perform at the next tavern. Maybe?
Sure.
Maybe not. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Nothing in here. Just one thing. Just the whole.
All right. This is one day we've spent.
Mhm.
All right. What would you guys like to do?
We should go to the bar. See if there's like a thing where there's like a quest board, or maybe like we can make some friends. Maybe you can put on a show. I could try my new thing at stand-up comedy.
Are you not like intrigued about the armor that just like came to life and attacked you? Do you want to?
No, that's kind of like a common occurrence, really. Like just
What?
things come to life in general. I've read about like things that like become sentient, like kind of like this thing here. Can I point to your
Don't touch it.
treasure? I just pointed to it. I wouldn't touch it.
Put it in my backpack.
So I wouldn't. I would just keep an eye on that thing if I were you. I'm not sure if it's good or bad, or if like we can dominate it as a monster or something. I don't know. Like something we hold on to it, but like just be careful with it, if that makes a sense. No? Well, you can do what you want. We're all adults here, really, so whatever you want to. To the tavern, maybe, and see if we can make some money. How about? I don't know. Spot.
We can try that. I'm trying to think of like other avenues with Mr. Monocle or
Call up our cousin, maybe go bowling.
I just don't know what to go from here.
Where are we even?
Why don't we call it a day?
Currently in the East Glades district of Holden.
Right outside the thrift shop.
Mhm.
Why? What?
It's a thrift shop.
Yes.
To the bar. We're going to the bar then. We're gonna then like have a nap. And a drink and a nap. A safe house, maybe.
Okay.
I think we've gotten everything that we can. And I mean,
Well, maybe Monocle. You could maybe talk to him and Lacey and see if they might be willing to assist us in the trap that we're setting for the Nagiba in now 2.5 days.
yeah.
So do we want to go to the bar where Monocle is?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has
So we're
been
using a
before?
safe house. We'll go there and just like give them an update. Or should we
yeah.
go like
Or we
take a
just
nap
go-
and give them an update in the morning? Or do we?
Sure. Let's go to the safe house. I don't know.
No, we're gonna go talk to Monocle.
Yeah.
Daryl Monocle.
So you guys head to the shoot, what was it called?
The Red Hook District.
Yeah, but it was like the one-eyed
Snakes.
tavern or something like that.
Yeah.
Some joke on Monocle.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Squints.
The Seeing Eyes Tavern.
The Squid.
The All-Seeing Tavern.
All right, so you head to the Glass Eye Tavern
Ah, yes.
in the Red Hook district. Roll a. He's trying to be stealthy. Or what are you
Yes.
trying to do? Stealth. Roll a stealth check for me.
Oh, Lord. I got a natural 1 for a 4.
18.
15.
As you travel, you guys are currently trying to keep a low profile. And,
Sorry.
well, I can't help but sing about the experience that you all just had.
Oh.
So it starts out like, do you want to sing about constructs?
There was a clamor of armor, and then it came alive. It attacked us, but we all survived.
All right. Roll a performance check.
10 plus 10, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Somebody walks up to you and throws you two gold.
Yeah.
They go, hey, that's pretty catchy. And they walk away, kind of humming your catchy little tune. So while you did make a ruckus, you you don't seem to catch attention of anybody else,
Oh, thank God.
and you are make it safely to the Glass Eye Tavern.
Whew,
in
thank
the Red
goodness.
Hook District.
Thought we were gonna get in a fight with these.
So did
people
I.
That we could probably take on, but like not.
We already have taken them on and scared them away, so.
You killed one of them.
I know. I didn't.
Cold blood.
Permadeath.
Is there any other kind of death?
Only the temporary.
I've been watching Altered Carbon, so there's all kinds of other death.
Permadeath.
Ugh.
Oh,
All right.
It's when we walk in, is it bar service or look like table service?
Same bar that you walked into.
Right.
Tables off to your left with a hearth. There is a bar off to your right with the familiar bartender. And just beyond that bar, there is a series of roped off booths in which sits a familiar individual that is protected by a number of bouncers and guards.
Hi.
I'm gonna go buy a round.
You step up and buy a round. How many beers you buying?
4.
Can I do just like a perception check of
Yeah.
like who all is in the bar?
Roll a perception check.
12.
There is the bartender. There are a few individuals seated by the hearth playing cards. There's 3 of them. Seem to be wearing some kind of yellowish orange garb.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that means anything to you.
I don't think so.
Fill that in. All right.
No.
Okay. And then there is what you presume to be Mr. Monocle, kind of tucked away in the dark with his bodyguards, his entourage.
So we go there.
Yeah.
We get around. We're having a beer, or ale, whatever we're talking about. What had just happened, and really like what our next move is. And I'm gonna kind of like look over everyone's shoulder and see if like Mr. Monocle's like looking over in our direction.
I mean, you waved to him,
I did. I know.
so he's looking over in your direction. You went in
I
like
know.
this at him,
I
so
did.
you've caught his eye.
All right.
Despite his one eye, his perception is not that
Do we-
low.
Caught his one eye.
Do we want to
He's got
go
on-
talk to Mr. Monocle?
Yeah.
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 Sure.
I'm gonna go up and see if he's willing for us to be in his presence. So I go up to the roped off area and I say, we would like to speak with Mr. Monocle if he has a moment and he's
The
available.
bouncer looks back and you see a dark nod, and he lets you into the VIP bottle service section
And I like
of
wave
the pub.
everyone
Very
else over.
I
And
slam the 2 beers that I have and I say, yeah! Walk right in.
Okay.
so we go, and sit next to Mr. Monocle, and he kind of, as we're walking up, I'm like, what do we want to talk to him about? Like,
We should ask him if he is willing to provide any assistance for the trap that we're about to set for the Nagiba.
what kind of trap are we setting for the Giba? Okay, so we plan to
You
disguise
guys.
myself, right? And going into the hotel or the place that they choose to stay and renting rooms and stealthy watching and learning. Yes. Okay. All right. So we go up to Mr. Monocle.
Okay.
And I say, good to see you again.
Likewise.
We have come across a little bit more information about the Angiba.
What have you learned?
Just a little bit more of that's a kind of an affirmation of what you had said before. But we have a really bad feeling about them, and we have a plan of kind of stealthily checking up on what they're doing.
And how exactly are you going about with that?
Well, we're gonna disguise ourselves as Ngiba.
Okay.
And go into the bar that they choose to disappear in, and we're going to disguise ourselves, rent rooms, and stealthily watch them and carefully watch them as to all the steps that they're going to take, and follow them throughout as far as our safety will allow us to continue.
Well, that's a pretty solid approach.
Thank you.
Seems to make sense.
We would like to know if you have any interest in helping us in some kind of way, like in kind of having like a watch or like extra guards like outside of that same bar, to have an extra eye, or protecting us in general.
Well, which bar do you plan on investing in?
I think it was Divey one, right?
I thought both of them were nicer.
There was the double-story dive
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
5 Crowns flag.
5 crowns flag.
5 Crowns flagging is where they stay,
I think so.
right?
So
Like their hotel.
It was they either attended one or the other. There was never one set place, but they have been cited visiting both, but never on the same occasion.
Do you have sending stones that we may borrow?
I don't have access to that kind of magical material, but I have certain individuals that know certain spells of the sort to be able to relay information relatively quickly.
I also have that kind of property to be able to communicate
Well, excellent.
that way. So maybe we follow the Ngiba from the time that they get into port to the time that whatever place they decide to go, and then we communicate to what place we end up at.
That's likely can happen. We
Okay.
can make that work out for you.
Okay.
I also took the liberty. I'm not sure if you've heard through the town criers, but there was an attack of beastmen of sorts on an outpost to the east. Not sure if you've heard of that, but they left it in flames. So there seems to be some creatures out there that were affecting the border.
Yeah, that's
Interesting.
weird. We don't
That-
know anything about that.
Was it the same outpost that we ended up having travel through?
Yeah, it was beast men that did it.
I reach under the table and I squeeze Marxus's leg. Get him to be quiet.
I simply mean that there has been rumor that beastmen
Yes.
attacked an outpost to the east
That's exactly what happened.
that was left in flame.
Yes.
I mean,
And
you guys
attacked.
said that there
Yeah,
were
okay.
more.
We don't know
Right.
anything about that.
Right.
There's been an increase in
Beastmen
beasts
activities.
and other mythical
Yeah.
creatures. So
Beasts and
Simply
men.
saying there
yes, it's a
has
tragedy.
been certain issues taken care of.
We don't know anything about that.
Fires, tiny fires that you've had to put out just to stay lightly, right? Yes. Okay. We appreciate that so much. Thank you.
I don't know what
And-
we appreciate. Like
Well-
there was clearly an attack from beasts that had
Yes.
nothing to do with any of us. So that's a shame. Hope it's tragedy.
Precisely.
Yes. God, y'all need to learn how to play the pool.
You were the one that
She
grabbed
says
my
out
leg
loud to
when I
them
was
during this whole thing.
I'm
to play.
cool. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Oh, cool.
Cool, the pickle.
Cool. Mr. Monocle, I have a question for you. Just one question. This one.
Yes, Captain.
Um, um, the people that we were saying that we were. You heard from them at all? You with all your little folks like around town? You heard them coming into the village at all, or they in Holden's? When you it's pile service, man.
If you're referring to the crew,
Yeah, the crew.
they are still investigating what exactly happened. They have word that there was a group involving a individual described as yourself, your
man,
dragon companion, as well as a couple smaller folk.
That could be anybody.
Yeah.
Could be.
It seems that they are bent on discovering a specific group of individuals.
Oh.
My contacts tell me that that you are all familiar with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've definitely come across them before.
I mean, Beastman or no Beastman, we'll take them out.
We will definitely try not to do that, but we do know of these people. Yes.
That was my question. Thank you for answering it in an honest fashion, Mr. Monaco.
Marxist is drunk.
Yep. Understandably so.
My Marxist.
So after speaking with Officiant Lacey, it sounds like there may be a group or a collective of folks who may also benefit from seeing the Nagiba take a downturn. Are you familiar with any of these individuals? Do you know if any of them would be willing to assist us in our plan? Either out of the goodness of their heart or for a monetary amount?
Well, there are a few individuals that you speak of, and as I said, you should really be more discreet about throwing a symbol like that around. While it's been a symbol that has been used effectively to communicate with a group and amongst themselves, it has been seen as a threat in other circles.
How do you interpret it?
I'm indifferent. While I understand keeping things the same, so understand wanting to change. I have been, as you know, a victim of the lack of change, and I'd imagine with some form of change in the future that the job that you did would have been much easier. I'm in the impression that if I can make my coin one way or the other, or do my dealings, I'm going to be able to do just that. Whether one group is effective or not.
That was a very vague answer, but I appreciate it. Seems like you're dancing around a lot of bushes right there. But are you amongst people that you don't trust?
I think that's a term, is dancing around a lot of bushes.
Well,
It is
now.
I think you're trying to call it
I'm simply saying that while
Bramble Jam.
I may believe that things could use a change, I am currently content. Again, I could have gotten my family across the border, had things change, or if things changed, much easier than I did, but
now,
I'm making money and figuring out my way either way.
in your most direct way, instead of, like you said, dancing around these bushes,
Classic.
why, again, was your family separated, and why is this barrier up for people to not be able to get through. I know that you said that there is like more threats on that side, and the threats right now, from what I've been hearing and seeing ourselves, are getting greater and greater and greater.
Yeah, some Beastman just burned down the outpost.
Right. I mean, that's terrifying.
Bunch of Brandons, if you
but-
ask me.
I mean, like, really, like, why was your family separated? I know that.
Make a history check.
10 plus 3, so 13.
You've met a few dwarves in your travels. Mr. Monaco doesn't look like a dwarf you recognize. His skin is very pale. His beard is very white. His eyes are... His eye, despite the scratches, almost... I was like, what are you guys looking at? Is almost black in its entirety.
It's almost like he's been living underground for a while.
So he responds that the threat to the Tyrian triarchy is that not necessarily on all borders above ground, but underground as well. While several individuals took to the skies during the emergence, several others and groups of society took to below ground. And there are groups of people that threaten the power of Tyrion. And my lineage comes from just that. Our people were underground long before anyone else decided to take safe harbor underneath. Because of that, we are seen as intruders.
Really?
To an extent, yes.
That's terrible.
Well, there's a handful of individuals that have certainly given them the right cause.
What kind of individuals? What's their name?
Well, what's their names? The people that I come from haven't always been so generous and so open-minded. They're often, particularly before the emergence, were often cruel. Post-emergence, there was a new group of individuals, everyone else that came down from above, kind of intruding on our world, on our lands. And some of our kind took that as an intrusion, others open arm and welcome. I'd like to consider myself as a part of the latter. But, again, I understand that people may look at me and assume the worst. But that's the life I have to lead and try to convince others different.
I'm not quite changing the subject, but was there any kind of beasts that you encountered from below?
Well, there's all kinds of threats below. As you traverse these lands, you find monsters and monstrosities and beasts of all kinds. And from below, there are equal amount of threats that have adapted to the darkness, that have adapted to underground.
We've just come across some of those kinds of beasts. And it wasn't any kind of, it wasn't near here, it was across the water.
What beasts are you referring to?
They weren't worms. But remember, I look at the group and I was like, remember the outpost that we went to? And the hole that we found in the ground? And I don't know if we ever did. We see one of those beasts?
The mechanical things?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Hey, fun.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell him they're mechanical beasts that were worm-like and made like wormholes and.
Well, there are a handful of worm-like creatures, and some significantly more threatening than others.
Have you come across mechanical beasts before?
No. Those mechanical beasts may have been, and most likely, a creation of something else.
I have a fear that there's some kind of group that's conspiring to take over a lot of the land and possibly our whole existence here through the remaining Titans.
Well, I understand that Titan resources have been sought after greatly in all of the lands.
We've
And
come
what
across one.
individuals do with those are, up to whether there is a benign or malice or malignant motive behind them. It's understandably so that people would want to use those powers for their own good and for their own motive, rather. But it's understandable.
I mean, it is, but it isn't. Like, I'm not one that wants to harm. You know what I mean? So I don't understand those kinds of motives, but I guess I understand that they exist.
I think understanding a part of the world that you're not familiar with is a large step in the right direction to finding yourself and your place in it.
Yeah. Okay, so going forward, I guess we need a little bit of extra eyes and a little bit of extra ears and stealthily some people to protect us when we're going forward with, the Ingiva coming into town. I think our next move is to move towards port. Maybe disguise ourselves as some kind, or find some more information as how the Ingiba. Oh, maybe you're a good person to ask. Have you ever seen the Ingiba since you've been here for a while? Like, what is their routine of coming into town? Like, is there somebody who, a certain group of people that like escort them to a certain area? Is there, anything that stands out that like we can kind of take that place of as that we can disguise ourselves into being?
Well, they often escort themselves
Okay.
from the north. They head to they head through not to, but they head through the the Middle Star district from the north. They travel through the bridge and through Bryn, and as they make their way through the Middle Star district, they head through the town center, and make a little bit of a show. They often give small trinkets of charity and receive monies for them, receiving gold, silvers, and occasionally the sought-after platinums from particular individuals that can get their hands on them. Then they usually make their way through the Eastways district and either continue their parade of sort back to the Middle Star and head to the Five Crowns flagon, or they stay in the Eastways and reside at the Double Story Dive.
So when they come into port, there's no one who like necessarily welcomes them, to escort them, to make sure that they're okay. They just do all of this on their own.
They do not arrive through the port. They arrive.
Where do they arrive? Inland?
Remember, the port is not immediately against the city. It's like a day's ride. And that's where you guys went from the port. You did a day's travel fighting the Perytons to Holden.
Interesting.
Holden was a landlocked city. And
Right.
It was never a port to be had prior to the emergence.
So the thing is, we didn't take care of all the Perytons. I'm sure that there is still some kind of threat that is out there. What we can do is we can set up camp that's out in that way. When they come in, we can swoop in to save the day and make sure that we escort them safely to the place that they need to be. And that's our way to kind of, I guess, get in with the Angiba.
I don't think Marxus could be with us though, because if somebody was there that had seen him.
True.
Yeah, I was just gonna be
True.
the comedian of the bar of the swoop app.
Go back to sleep.
You.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So, Narnet, you and I can come up with this plan. But I think that us setting up a camp, like right outside, and we can time it appropriately so we don't seem like we're in that much danger, but we are there, when they come into the area and we help fight these things off. And we're like, oh, let us protect you and you seem like you are singled out or you are in danger, but let us help you get through to Holden. And then at that time, maybe you can disguise yourself and mine is very short-lived, but I also can possibly use my clairvoyance to have something follow them. So I can have eyes and ears on what they're doing as well as you being there. So my eyes and ears would be also making sure that you're safe while stealthily following along at that point.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay. And how long do we have now?
Still 2 days, I think.
Yeah, you have 2 days. You guys are into the evening of the third day that you had.
And how long of a trip is it to get from where we're at now to where that area is at? A day's travel?
Are you trying to find where
the
they come from?
Mm-hmm.
As the Angiba or the Peryton?
Peryton.
That is a wild creature that resides the plains that you're...
Right. But it was the area that we got attacked in. From where we are at now, from the area that we got attacked in. How long of a travel is that?
About a half day.
Half of a day. Okay. So we have what?
It took you a full day to get from the harbor.
But they're not coming through that way.
They're coming from the north. So we should just
we can just intercept them and be like, hey, there's been beast activity.
Absolutely.
We've been sent to escort you safely.
Some beast man.
Can we, one thing that we might need from you, I guess, maybe not. We'll have to find a way to be able to get through those guards and through that way again.
We could maybe hire the beastman. Wait. What if we just wait for them to come to us? I'll go be a comedian because I'm clearly hilarious. And you're a good singer.
Thank you.
An amazing performer overall.
But I feel like we have to get in with the
You be at one of them. You be at one of the bars, hotel motels, and I'll be at the Holiday Inn, and we can set it up so that we're just performing when they show up. We could spend the next day trying to convince the hotel motel Holiday Inn owners that we're doing this, and then hey, we're look at us, we've been here the whole time. And then they come in and we're boom, surprise. We're not who you thought we was.
Marxist, I love it. I love it. But the thing is, I want to be able to see what they're doing from the point that they get here, from the point that they disappear.
But what about Monocle? He can keep one eye on him.
Mr. Monocle, he does not mean to offend.
It's okay, I have one eye.
I understand.
I'm aware.
He can see well, he just can't see the depth.
As far as protection goes, I'm not sure what I can do. We need to maintain our ceasefire of sorts amongst the city. But I can certainly give you eyes and ears. Mm-hmm. And I can certainly give them individuals that can relay information to you.
Do you have communication?
They can relay information to you.
All right, cool.
Did you know they can relay information to us?
Yes. I do.
I wonder.
All right. So, what time of day is it? I'm asking the
Evening.
DM. Evening.
Fucking
Okay.
party time, bro.
Let's go. Let's go get some rest.
I think it's. Do you mind if we stay in next door again? Safe house. To be
You
able
have
to
the
sleep
safe
tonight.
house at your disposal.
I always just like to ask, especially since I'm here now.
Well, if you
Like-
ask every night, it's an inconvenience.
Okay. Thank you.
Just give
We
them a
appreciate
platinum or a song.
So we're gonna go get some sleep, but we really appreciate your help, and I guess that we will. Can we meet up in like a day or so, and we'll
You know where to find me if you need me.
absolutely okay,
Let's just say in 2 days I can have my eyes and ears out and
perfect. So we don't even need to come back. That's solid. Solid. Okay, perfect.
We're at the hotel, motel, Holiday Inn,
So-
or
Take your hands
tavern.
off me, or you will lose it.
No, but it seems like you
I'm
have
at
a lot of
the
great control.
motel.
I'm Marxist, so we're gonna head right on over to the safe house and get some shut eye. That is something that we need to do.
By shut eye, you mean rage?
Yeah, I mean sleep.
I cast sleep.
cool. Roll
Yeah.
however many D8 you get.
Cool. So we're there. We're getting some long rest. And this because it's evening and it's in 24 hours. So.
I feel like we're like prepared for when they get here now.
I do too.
I think so.
So,
I think that like yes, we need to have somebody that's like there from the beginning because there has to be something like some interaction that somebody is missing or we just want to watch their every move from the time that they get here from the time that they leave because there's something fishy that's going on completely.
Right?
I think we should run out the room.
with Mr. Monocle.
No,
No, we're in the safe house. Yes.
I think we should rent to the room across from them or next to them.
Mhm.
I think we should place the mimic box in there
Ooh.
and then be like, surprise delivery, and then leave. And then when they're like, and they need to leave and change rooms, and they can come in our room and then we can watch.
So we have to think about this because I do have heat metal. I can like take that lock off, but it's got to be very good timing.
We can also just punch the crap out of it. Because again,
No, we don't want to be in there though.
it's not a box.
Right. We do not want to be in there when we open it. So we both have to be, or I will just do the delivery. Okay. And maybe you can disguise me at that point, and then I will heat the metal, then say delivery, and then they take it and I leave really quickly. Yeah. Cool.
Good idea.
Look at me.
Okay.
So we're gonna, if I'm hearing you correctly, I don't know why I'm acting drunk again. So if I'm hearing you correctly, we're gonna what were you saying again?
You're not acting drunk.
So, okay. So that's just a part of the plan. Who are we going to send? Are we all going to, well, firstly, you
Not
can't
me,
be around
no.
me and Giba. You can't.
No.
I'm sorry. You can't be around them. Unless we disguise you 100%.
It's like
I did-
housekeeping. I'll be the one that cleans the rooms.
Sure.
I'll be that one.
Housekeeping.
Love it.
Housekeeping.
So you can pretend to do that. Or you can just sit somewhere just to keep an extra eye on where we're at. Try to be stealthy, and just try to hide in the shadows and kind of watch us.
You know me.
But I do believe that somebody either needs to be at the gates, like when they come in, or someone needs to be, very close by, or we can get through the gates or around the gates before they come in and warn them of these beasts that have been, attacking around here and try to, get them some extra muscle. So I think that that's going to be our next plan or the next step towards that.
Yeah.
Can't be Kata.
No, it's definitely going to be me and you. Definitely. Because he does not like to lie.
No,
He doesn't
or
like the
Steve.
Diva.
He does, and he also does not like the Angiba. So
we'll just be hanging out.
it's not like I like the Angiba, but like we're good actors and actresses, and we can pretend. So
Okay.
I like that.
So what are we gonna do today?
We're
You
going
have to take a long rest.
Yes.
Alright. Long rest yourselves or whatever.
Long rest
We did.
ourselves.
I think we should just lay low today.
Yeah.
I think so.
Drinks.
No,
No drinks.
it's the opposite of lay low.
I'm gonna spend the day brewing. I'm gonna try like 8 different brews with 8 hours.
I would like to try to meditate on some of these like spheres that I have.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the first one that I got. So the black sphere that was from like that metal
Okay.
thing. I would like to.
You can choose to identify that.
Okay, so that's what I would like to do.
That or any unidentified objects that you may have.
I think that those are the only ones that I have right now. Actually, that's not true.
Ooh,
I
can
have
you
an
identify
unidentified item number 1 in my
Okay, what does it
inventory. It says a glass bottle with green, blue, blackish liquid inside. So that's what I would like to try to identify.
Okay. So you spend the next hour
Mhm.
identifying a green, blue, brackish liquid. And gotta find my notes from forever ago.
Because all of a sudden I found that I had an unidentified item in my inventory.
Better.
But I do remember when I clicked on it and read it, I remembered it. It was like from those ladies that were like trying to.
It's from the Hag.
The hag, yes.
Um,
Not Ekis. It wasn't Ekisworth because there's Thekis, Nekis, yes.
Ekis, not from Ekis. He's on his way up to. They're on their way up to.
Yeah, and we're way behind schedule of trying to catch back up with them.
Ekis is on their way up to
BTW.
wherever. Back to because they had to report back to their
Mhm.
overlords.
And we said we were going to be there. Certain
Yeah,
days.
boom.
Overlords. All right. So you spend the next hour. What else does everybody else do?
Chilling.
I'm gonna brew one time. 16.
You successfully brew. What do you brew?
I'm brewing a Fey Frambois.
Right.
All right.
Let's give somebody a
Right,
silver
wah,
tongue.
wah, wah.
Are we approaching a stop sign?
Yeah, probably.
What else is everybody doing?
I don't have
did
anything
that,
to do.
Yeah.
Do you have any
Just hanging out.
unidentified objects?
Hey,
Do
can you, what's this?
I don't think
And
so.
I shove this adamantine candelabra stick at you.
No.
Can you
I don't.
can you just,
You don't.
can you look at what it is?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I guess so.
Cool.
Cool. I mean, you can too. It's not like a magic thing.
Nah, I'm busy brewing.
It
So I
is
did mine for an hour, and
Yep.
then I'm gonna do his for an hour, and then hand it back.
It is a adamantine candelabra.
Who would have guessed?
Kind of on par for you guys.
Second brew. Or I guess, well,
And I tell him
did
what
we
it
have
is.
2 hours? Is that what it was?
Yeah,
We've
yeah,
got time, yeah.
A day.
We've got a whole day.
All right. So 2 framboise.
I know what I would possibly like to do, but I'm kind of scared. I want to try to sell the rubies and emeralds.
To liquidate them.
Yeah, because they're worth a lot of money. Or
I'll
should I
give you
keep
2
them?
options.
Okay, give me 2 options.
One option is that for some spells,
Yes.
those types
Those
of things
require-
are required.
Okay, so then I'll keep them.
But also liquidating them isn't necessary because
Okay.
often anybody that it doesn't need to be a dollar bill.
Okay.
People will say, "Oh, is this a ruby?" They may check to see if it's real.
Right.
But
it's
if it's a
worth
ruby
still a lot
worth
of
blah,
money.
blah, blah,
Right.
It usually can be used in terms of bartering
Okay.
to reduce the price worth of whatever.
I have emeralds, rubies, and I can't remember what else I have. Rubies, blue sapphire, and emeralds.
Cool. Your brackish liquid is
Yes.
a potion of create or destroy water.
Okay. So then, do I go to the unidentified odd item and?
You can
Okay, so-
label it as a potion of create or destroy water. You can either pour it on in mixing it in with water and nothing exists, or you can pour it out and water will appear.
A potion of
You
create.
sure you don't have anything that's unidentified? Because
I think I deleted it when I deleted Chirpy and
Okay.
Create a
The
potion
cat
of
pot.
create or
You picked
destroy.
you picked the pocket of the drunk.
oh
Yes.
yeah, I did.
And this is your one, Peter.
Okay.
Everybody gets one.
There was a flask that you robbed an individual of that was a potion of growth.
Oh my god, that's cool as hell.
Oh my god, that's cool as hell! So you've now
White Kentucky mom.
yeah. Jeez, okay. Jeez, okay.
only done good for this
Stop.
So, is there anything last minute that you'd like to do before we call it an evening?
I don't think so. I think that
We'll say for the
we're
first.
just really preparing for the Thingiba to get here.
We'll say we'll break at noon.
Okay.
So when we come back, in actually what will be 3 weeks. So we're
'Cause-
doing. Or are we going to continue to play without
okay.
Kata next week?
Yeah.
So next
Lindsay,
week,
fill us in.
so next week is Mother's Day. We are trying to obviously be respectful to everybody and wanting to see the mothers. So we are going to
Mothers and fathers alike. And
exactly
it's
every
parents.
parents day, any kind of mother-like figure. So we are. What we're going to probably do is just do something a little bit different. And we might do like another like kind of backstory. But it might be like emergence time. And we might be playing a group of travelers during that time and like kind of fighting the emergence. Spoilers.
Super cool.
But it'll be really cool. But it'll be definitely a shorter session. So we might be starting a little bit later. We're going to choose that time tonight, and we are going to post that time on Twitter. So if you do follow us on Twitter, please stay tuned as to what time we are going to start next week. If you don't follow us on Twitter, please give us a follow so you can make sure that you know what time we are going to start. The session also will be a little bit shorter. So again, we can fit all the time in for those figures, important figures of our life on that day. And then the following week, it is Kata's bachelor and his fiance's bachelorette party. So we actually will be not here for that weekend. So we will be taking a break for that weekend, but we wanted to definitely give you guys a heads up way in advance. And we will be making sure that we keep updating you on reminding you that we will not be there for that weekend. But we will make up for it for the weekend after.
Yeah,
'cause
that'll
we
be our
got
first
lots
week
of
off, actually.
Fun. Yeah.
100%
So,
off. That'll be our first week
First
off.
week 100% off. But it happens, we have lives and outside of this, we want to make sure that we are able to also experience that time, So again, check us out on Twitter for the time change that we're going to do for next week. We're going to post that tonight for you so we can make sure that you guys are all updated and know exactly what's going on for us. Yeah.
Cool.
That's just it.
Please stick around if you'd like for our hangover. We're going to chat about this week's episode. We'll probably chat about a handful of things. We'll also be doing like a little showcase of our minis. We're going to leave that battle cam open the entire time and just kind of check out, spin around each of the minis while we chat about this week's episode.
Yeah.
So please, if you don't and you enjoyed what you, if you enjoyed what you watched today and want to support the show, please just give us a follow. And you wouldn't mind sharing with another individual or whoever, and
Guys,
just kind of shout out who we are, and that's the best way you can support us right now.
And we're so close to affiliate. We're so close.
We're very excited.
Close. We're so excited.
60% of the way.
And the next time we go affiliate is going to be our next giveaway that we have for you guys.
For sure.
So
It's
we
really
are,
cool,
we're very, very close. It's almost there. And I know you guys want us to get something cool out there for you again. We're close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So, again, have a great week. We will see you next week. Sundays, 2 p.m. Eastern Time is when we stream. And until then, don't forget to roll for rev. We don't have a sign off. Whatever.
For revelry.
Never underestimate the unlimited soup, salad, and breadsticks lunch.
Yeah.
True. It's a tough battle.
Go, Joe.
All right. Bye, guys. We'll see you soon. Check us out on Twitter.
Oh, so.